Great vibes on 10. The Truth Seeker anthem.
Yeah, yeah, you know what time it is. Turn it up.
Great vibes. Great vibes.
Great vibes on 10.
Great vibes.
Great vibes. Walk in the room and the energy changes. Big personality, never basic. Confidence high, always bringing the fun. When he shows up, the party's begun. Mr. Clean Shining, yeah, you know the name. Bald head glowing like a Hall of Fame. He rolls his eyes every time that we say it, but deep down inside, we know he'll never trade it. Rub that shiny dome, make a wish, that's a scene. Everybody laughing, what's up, Mr. Clean? They call him a genie, yeah, that's routine. One little rub and you live in the dream. Then out of nowhere, surprise disguise. 2P comes out and the whole room cries. New look loading, what's next today? You never know what he's gonna display. 3 different headphones, always prepared. Different vibes for every moment shared. Music, research, or something brand new. He's got a setup for whatever he'll do. Let the whole world know. Bring that energy everywhere we'll go. Great vibes on 10. Turn it up again. That's the kind of vibe you can't pretend. Walk in the room and the energy changes. Big personality, never basic. Confidence high, always bringing the fun. When he shows up, the party's begun. Mr. Clean Shining, yeah, you know the name. Bald head glowing like a Hall of Fame. He rolls his eyes every time that we say it, but deep down inside, we know he'll never trade it. Rub that shiny dome, make a wish, that's a scene. Everybody laughing, what's up, Mr. Clean? They call him a genie, yeah, that's routine. One little rub and you live in the dream. Then out of nowhere, surprise disguise. 2P comes out and the whole room cries. New look loading, what's next today? You never know what he's gonna display. 3 different headphones, always prepared. Different vibes for every moment shared. Music, research, or something brand new. He's got a setup for whatever he'll do. Let the whole world know. Bring that energy everywhere we'll go. Great vibes on 10. Turn it up again. That's the kind of vibe you can't pretend. Great vibes on 10. Say it loud, say it proud. Bring the truth and bring the crowd. From beginning to end, hit that replay, run it again. Questions, always digging deep, looking for answers that others might keep. Not just the headlines, not just the noise, searching for facts with a curious voice. Kicking the dots, putting pieces in place, taking the time to examine the case. Facts on the table, questions in sight, searching for truth from morning to night. Got great researchers helping along the way, bringing information into the light every day. Doing the work, taking the time, looking for answers and following the signs. And everybody knows when that moment arrives, the room gets quiet, everybody revives. You hear that voice, you know what's coming through, the phrase that nobody else can do. I know you fucking lie. Stretched out with style, the way he says it makes everybody smile. Can't copy the sound, can't copy the tone. That's a signature, that's all his own. Who brings the vibes? Great vibes. Hey, vibes. What number? Great vibes. 10. Who wants the truth? Great truth. Turn it up. Great vibes. Great vibes on 10. Let the whole world know. Truth, laughs, and energy everywhere we go. Great vibes on 10. We're here to win. Bring the questions and dive right in. From the shiny head to the headphone stack, from the facts to research to the phone we bring back. Great vibes on 10. Up forever our friends. Turn it up loud and run it. Great vibes every time that we say it, but deep down inside, we know he'll never trade it. Rub that shiny dome, make a wish, that's a scene. Everybody laughing, what's up, Mr. Clean? They call him a genie, yeah, that's routine. One little rub and you live in the dream. Then out of nowhere, surprise disguise. 2P comes out and the whole room cries. New look loading, what's next today? You never know what he's gonna display. 3 different headphones, always prepared. Different vibes for every moment shared. Music, research, or something brand new. He's got a setup for whatever he'll do. Let the whole world know. Bring that energy everywhere we'll go. Great vibes on 10. Turn it up again. That's the kind of vibe you can't pretend. Great vibes on 10. Say it loud, say it proud. Bring the truth and bring the crowd. From beginning to end, hit that replay, run it again. got questions, always thinking deep, looking for answers that others might keep. Not just the headlines, not just the noise, searching for facts with a curious voice. Connecting the dots, putting pieces in place, taking the time to examine the case. Facts on the table, questions in sight, searching for truth from morning to night. Got great researchers helping along the way, bringing information into the light every day. Doing the work, taking the time, looking for answers and following the signs. And everybody knows when that moment arrives, the room gets quiet, everybody revives. You hear that voice, you know what's coming through, the phrase that nobody else can do. I know you fucking lie. Stretched out with style, the way he says it makes everybody smile. Can't copy the sound, can't copy the tone, that's a signature, that's all is wrong. Who brings the vibes? Hey vibes. Hey vibes. What number? Hey vibes. And who wants the truth? Hey truth. Turn it up. Hey vibes. Great vibes on 10. Let the whole world know. Truth, laughs, and energy everywhere we go. Great vibes on 10. We're here to win. Bring the questions and dive right in. From the shiny head to the headphones back, from the facts to research to the phone we bring back. Great vibes on 10. Forever our friend. You know what's coming through, the phrase that nobody else can do. I know you fucking lie. Stretched out with style, the way he says it makes everybody smile. Can't copy the sound, can't copy the tone, that's a signature, that's all is wrong. Who brings the vibes? Hey vibes. Hey vibes. What number? Hey vibes. And who wants the truth? Hey truth. Turn it up. Hey vibes. Great vibes on 10. Let the whole world know. Truth, laughs, and energy everywhere we go. Great vibes on 10. We're here to win. Bring the questions and dive right in. From the shiny head to the headphones back, from the facts to research to the phone we bring back. Great vibes on 10. Forever our friend. Turn it up loud. You know what's coming through, the phrase that nobody else can do. I know you fucking lie. Stretched out with style, the way he says it makes everybody smile. Can't copy the sound, can't copy the tone, that's a signature, that's all is wrong. Who brings the vibes? Hey vibes. Hey vibes. What number? Hey vibes. And who wants the truth? Hey truth. Turn it up. Hey vibes. Great vibes on 10. Let the whole world know. Truth, laughs, and energy everywhere we go. Great vibes on 10. We're here to win. Bring the questions and dive right in. From the shiny head to the headphones back, from the facts to research to the phone we bring back. Great vibes on 10. Forever our friend. Turn it up loud and run it. Great vibes on 10. Great vibes on 10. Truth never quits. And neither do we.
You know what? I don't know why it does that when I switch over from certain devices, but hey, it is what it is. Welcome in and every okay, I can't even. Boy, you know what? I have the best moderators on the planet. I want everybody to give a shout out to all the moderators here. Shout outs to the moderators. Shout outs to the moderators. We have uh you said how you're super crisp sounding. Use a sound card to make that happen. But shout outs to the moderators. Good to see everybody in here. Thank y'all so much for coming in. And again, shout outs to the moderators. Um, they work around the clock, sending me information, with the stories that we're currently, dealing with stories at the current moment and at the time. And I told y'all, I think I told y'all on this past Saturday, it's so much because it's a lot of updates coming out with these incidents, and I'm trying my best to stay on top of it. Because again, I don't like to hop around too much. Um, but again, shout outs to my moderators, man. I have the best moderators, on this on this side of the Mississippi. Listen, everybody, welcome in. Thank y'all for the taps. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares across all platforms. Good to see y'all in the building. Cute Chaos, good to see you in the building. Cool Mama, good to see you in the building. Everybody that's on TikTok, welcome in. Rumble, welcome in. YouTube, welcome in. Twitch, welcome in. Also, Kick, welcome in. Thank y'all so much for joining me on tonight. Now, tonight, y'all see the topic already. Yeah. Ooh wee. Okay. Yes. So y'all, while I say a few things, y'all, I want to give a shout outs to a few people. All right, a few people. Number one is I want to give a shout outs to the people that comes here and tap the screen. Now y'all do be having people that be a little J, because they be tapping the screen and y'all be taking those automatic tappers and y'all sit on the screen, and that's the next thing I look up, you got one person got like 80,000 taps, and they be like, GV, man, I be trying, I can't out tap a tapper. But again, I really appreciate everybody that's fingering their phone. And also I want to give a shout outs to if y'all can, somebody tag Delantis, have her to come in here if she have the time. If y'all can, when she get in here, I got a few things for her. I want to give a shout out to Alavera for revamping the Great Vibe theme song. I want to give a shout out to the moderators. I want to give a special shout out to Diana. If she's in the building watching, she have 2 accounts. Give a shout outs to her for her dedication, also her support to the channel. I want to give a shout outs to Delantis, and also Kim, Gigi. It's one more name I'm missing. And this is me going back over the analytics from last week. The past 2 weeks, actually. The analytics been crazy work. And let me tell y'all something. Not only, the viewers, when y'all come in and y'all sit back and enjoy the show, y'all have people that's part of this family that comes up. And I'm talking about they bring their A game to this channel. So we have to recognize that. And I'm definitely going to recognize that. This channel has grown so much over the past 3 years, and I will never take that for advantage. Y'all take this platform and y'all share it out. Y'all let your people know. Y'all even share it on y'all own pages about your boy GV. The family that you all have created from all walks of different backgrounds, I couldn't ask for anything more. So again, shout outs to all of you all for being part of this On 10 family. Let's see, Tammy, thank you for the stingray. I saw you stinging the hell out of this platform, and also thank you for the level up sparks. Without further ado, I don't want to harp on this too much. Kim, thank you for the hand hearts. Cute Chaos, thank you for the happy poop. Miss Coco, thank you for the I love you. Miss Carter, thank you for your heart me, and everybody else that sent their heart me. And also, if you see the follow button at the top of your screen, please click that follow button. Also on YouTube, Rumble, TikTok, and all the other channels, if y'all can, y'all please join the membership. It's a small monthly fee. I think one of the channels is like $2 or $3, and it's no more than $5 a month. So if y'all can, y'all please join the membership. I want to start seeing those numbers go up. All right. It's a one-time fee every month. So if y'all can do that, let people know to join the membership. Y'all, please do that for your boy Great Vibes. Okay. Q Chaos, you love throwing shit in the chat, but it's all right though. We'll get better with the shits. Now let's get to the topic very quickly. Yeah. So y'all know the past few days we've been covering this topic. The story that she put out, the story that we've been covering, the story that the news outlets put out. The mama of her 13-year-old, where she had her kids at the house, and allegedly she had a next door neighbor watching her kids while she had to work overnight. Allegedly. She get a call while she was at work, air quotes, that it was she need to come home and check on her house because it looked like a man went in there. She got to the house, banging on the door with a pew-pew in her hand, found this man up underneath her bed. I guess he was trying to gather his stuff so he can get the hell out of there. And as he was fleeing the scene to get out the house, when he crossed the threshold, which is the front door, to the front porch, that's when she took a shot at him and unalived him on the front porch to her home. Because the story that was going around, and I also covered it, that he was in the house, this 20-year-old grown man was in the house with a 13-year-old little girl. But she wasn't the only one that was in the house. It was two other siblings that was in the house. One as young as 2 years older. Past few days, we covered the story based on the information we had at the time and also what the news outlet put out. Now, yesterday, we came to y'all with a video of the 13-year-old's, I guess one of her ops, she said pretty much, hey, y'all, look here. This little girl ain't who y'all think she is. She likes to catfish people. Use other people profile pictures, use their usernames to catfish other people so she can meet up with them. That's what we've been covering in a nutshell. Allegedly, y'all. All right, cool. Got you, Diana. Thank you so much for joining us. Tammy, thank you for the stingray, and also thank you for. No, I already gave you props for that. Cassie, thank you for your heart meat. Q Chaos, thank you for some more shit over on YouTube. Now, allegedly, because we love to do our homework over here, y'all, I think this story may have taken a turn for the worst. So remember when I played the first news story that was launched? It was an attorney. It was an attorney. He was standing. I guess he was outside the courtroom down at 201 Poplar. That's what we call the jailhouse here in Memphis. If you watch First 48, you know about 201 Poplar. He was standing out in the lobby area, answering to different news stations. And he said it's a lot of information we can't say at the time, but we're working our hardest to see exactly what's going on with this case, because it's a tricky one, but it's information he could not put out at the time. Randy, you say you been there? Yeah. That place ain't nothing to play with. I want y'all to hear something. Now, I'm going to throw a question. And again, Chelsea, good to see you. I'm going to throw a question out, okay? Y'all ready? I'm going to just throw a question. What if, a big if, I say, allegedly, that 20-year-old man that was unalived by the mother, what if, a big if, I can't stress that enough. What if I was to say maybe he's the victim?
Body revives. You hear that voice, you know what's coming through. The phrase that nobody else can do. I know you fucking lie. Stretched out with style, the way he says it makes everybody smile. Can't copy the sound, can't copy the tone. That's the signature. That's all it's
I'm a let shake it.
Afternoon. You know why I pulled you over?
Not really, I was under the limit.
You rode through a stop sign and...
Wait.
Are you even licensed to drive?
Hard to say.
Hey, don't... Stop! Stop the car! Dispatch, suspect vehicle just took off on foot...
Can we give a shout out to Diana? Can we please give a shout out to Diana? Can we please?
who brings the vibes?
Can we please give a shout out to Diana?
What number?
Can we give a shout out to Diana?
Who wants the truth?
Can we give a shout out to Diana?
Turn it up.
Shout out to Diana. W in the chat for Diana. Shout out Diana.
We're here to win. Bring the questions and dive right in. From the shiny head to the headphones back, from the facts to research to the phone we bring back. Great vibes all day.
Shout outs to you, Diana. Thank you so much. Aloe Vera said, who brings the fire? Diana. Don't give her any ideas. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, y'all, new hit coming soon. If Aloe Vera dropped it, new hit coming soon. Diana, be on the lookout. Coco, thank you for the roses, dear. Kentech, thank you for the claps. Listen. Now, Aloe Vera, I seen your comment. I seen Logic, I seen your comment on YouTube. Yes, we're gonna go through all that tonight. That's why I posed that question. What if that 20-year-old man was was a possible victim? Shout outs to Randy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Shout outs to Randy. Now, Coco, I was looking for that question because, yes, it's very concerning. Like, hold on, GV. Wait, GV, you tripping. This grown-ass man was in the house with a 13-year-old little girl. That's what the news story said. You're absolutely correct. Any man that puts himself around any children, and I'm talking about under the age of 18, anything that happens to him, he deserves it. I don't downplay that part. Okay? Because y'all know me. I have a daughter, a grown-ass daughter now. She's 21. So as a father, I understand. Let's make sure we don't get that twisted. Okay? That's why I posed that question. Now, I'm going to play this clip about this 20-year-old that was unalived by the mother of the 13-year-old daughter. It's something I want y'all to pay close attention to, okay? All right, let's bring this up and let's bring this up. Y'all pay attention.
This mother accused of shooting and killing a man she says she found hiding under her daughter's bed. In court this morning, Kendra Scott, who is charged with first-degree murder, had her bond set at $100,000 and was also ordered not to have contact with the victim's family. Memphis police say when they initially arrived to the scene last week, the victim, Rodarius Morton, was found dead near the home's porch after he had been shot in the back of the head. WREG's Shay Arthur is live tonight after speaking with a former teacher of Morton's and what she wants people to know about him. Shay?
Hey, Stephanie. Yeah, she says this case could have been handled so many other ways, not ending with a 20-year-old man being killed. Perkins says she's the former middle school teacher of Rodarius Morton, who Memphis police say was shot and killed early last Thursday morning in the Walker Homes neighborhood. She said Morton had learning disabilities.
He was special needs, and I was his special needs teacher.
She described him as soft-spoken and respectful, shocked by his death.
Unbelievable. Very, very hurt because the young man that I knew that most people don't know, based off of this story, they don't know him personally like I did.
In court paperwork, an underage girl told police Morton came to her house early Thursday morning through a back door. Her mother, Kendra Scott, then showed up banging on the door, yelling, "Who is at my house?" Scott says she went inside and found Morton hiding under the girl's bed. Police say as Morton was leaving the home unarmed, he was shot somewhere near the front porch. Detectives discovered he had a gunshot wound to the back of his head. The girl told police her mother has told her in the past if she discovered a boy in the home, he would be faced with violence. People look at this and they say, well, he should have been in that situation in the first place.
And I agree. I do agree. I do not condone his actions as going and mingling with a 13-year-old. However, when you're cognitively not 20, what do you expect? And then I found out last night that from his sister, no one knew that he was gone away from the house.
Perkins believes Morton thought the girl was older and didn't understand the law.
I just wish she wouldn't have never shot him. That's it. There were so many opportunities for her to stop and think. So many different ways that this could have had a different outcome. So many different ways. Call the police. If you got a gun, hold them there to gunpoint till the police gets there.
Yeah, and Stephanie, Scott is
The case of a Memphis mother accused of shooting.
Okay. All right. So the reason why I played that first video clip, the first one out of 3, so we can understand together the mindset of this 20-year-old male, because again, he's not here to defend himself, right? I'm going to ask this question again. What if? And that question don't have nothing to do with what his middle school special needs teacher just alleged. What if I was to tell you all he's probably the victim? Now again, I saw the chat. It stirred some feathers. I'm going to tell y'all why I pose that question. It's not a statement. The story that the mother told the DA's office, the initial police report, and also the DA's office, allegedly it wasn't quite right, which made sense why the lawyer down at 201 made that statement when he said all details can't be released yet. So we were just going off what we've heard so far from news agencies, right? We wasn't going off what somebody else said on another platform or this or that. So, thank y'all so much. Again, I got the best moderators on this side of the Mississippi. We was able to find the 13-year-old's friend with her one of her ops. And she spilled some information about the little girl, her character. Now the counselor, the teacher, just told us about his character. Y'all, who character we are missing here? We know about the little girl. We know about the guy that was unalived. Who we missing here? That's right, the mother. How many times have we covered stories? And again, I know this story is triggering for a lot of people because yes, we do have survivors that's watching, that's in the chat, and we still have some current victims that's watching. So I understand why some people may feel a certain type of way about this topic. But one thing I don't like is a liar. If you're going to tell a story, tell the story. Stop trying to say shit to please other motherfuckers because you are trying to protect your image. If that's the case, hire you a publicist and let them take care of it and get your ass off social media. Randy said lies ain't welcome here. Now, we somewhat know about the little girl. We somewhat know about the 20-year-old. What about the mother? Let's talk about the mother. Everybody start tapping the screen. If you see the follow button at the top of your screen, please click that follow button. Y'all, let's go ahead and work on this live gift goal on TikTok, YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Kick. If y'all can, y'all, let's go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. I know you motherfucking lying. I know you lying. I know you motherfucking lying. I know you're lying. Somebody is lied. I know your ass lying. I know your ass lying. I know your ass lying. I know you lying. I know you lying. Thank you, Chelsea.
Afternoon. You know why I pulled you over?
Not really. I was under the limit.
You rolled through a stop sign and...
Wait,
are you even licensed to drive?
Hard to say.
Hey, don't... Stop the car! Dispatch, suspect vehicle just took off on foot...
Somebody in the chat said, wait, Diana at it again. That's Diana for your ass, y'all. Kim, thank you for the love you. Thank you for the two love you. Diana, thank you for the big booty cordial, the gold mine, the fireworks, and also the whale diving. Shout outs to Diana once again. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Man, the love, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Michelle, thank you for the roses. Coco, thank you for the roses. Again, now we finna, yeah. I'm a shit. Y'all can call me petty for playing this before we get to the mother. Thank you, Queen Momo. How you doing? Now, drop a 1 or 2 in the chat. 1 for yes, 2 for no. If you support Big Crump, put 1 for yes, 2 for no. Before we learn about the mother's character. If you support Ben Crump, drop a 1 for yes, 2 for no. That's a lot of damn twos. That's a lot of twos. Ben Crump, okay? You can call me what you want. You can say, GV, you petty, all right? Because what I'm about to play about the mother, we need this right here first.
And then it goes, the gunshot wound of the head. A, the injury, proliferation of the left internal subra. Now I'm looking at this word because I know it's not a subdural artery, but it's
Hold up.
Subra. Now I'm looking at this word because I know.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.
Randy, this motherfucker can't read. Who gave him his what bar exam he took? that bar exam must have been out of Alaska or some shit. Madagascar. What bar? Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. But we're going to get back to that. We're going to revisit that. I had to do that because what I'm about to play about the mother, I need y'all to clutch on to your pearls, to your necklaces, your weave, and your tracks with the glue and shit, your bonnets, your do-rag. Sometimes you have to let the internet be the internet. Let the internet work for you. Now, what I'm about to play is allegedly. Okay, y'all repeat after me. Allegedly. All right? Allegedly. Hold on. Who just did that? Thank you, Queen Momo. Shout out to you, sweetheart. Thank you.
Going to live right here on TikTok to tell her version of the story. And so allegedly, one of Kendra Scott's friends joined the live right here on TikTok to tell her version of the story. And this is the exact reason why I don't run around calling people my friends, because with friends like this, you damn sure don't need no motherfucking enemies. But y'all listen to the audio.
I got the phone call. It was from her cousin. They were saying that she had got arrested. At that time, nobody knew exactly what had happened. They just said she got arrested and they needed some bond money. At that point, I had cashed out $1,500. I'm thinking it's just for some DV shit with one of her niggas, which is typical normal shit, right? So then when I got the phone call back, they was like, oh, she didn't unalive the dude, I'm not going to say her daughter's name because she's still in mine. I'm respect that. She unalived him. Okay, well, the bitch ain't getting the bond. So everybody just held off till we heard more. For one, it wasn't no sneaking in. She knew of their relationship. They had been dating going on 2 years, okay? He was able to come to the house and do everything. However, she had told him he could no longer come over there because she wanted him to pay her light bill. He didn't have the money. So she told her daughter he cannot come over here no more until that motherfucker give her some money, okay? She didn't steal her mama credit card. Her mama got him the Uber because she lied like he was finna bring her cash. That's all he had, cash. He wasn't able to cash out, Zelle, none of that. All he had was cash, right? However, that's why he made it there. She told him she was on the way home. He could be there when she's there so she can get the bread. That's why it's 30 minutes apart. It wasn't no, she was trying to sneak him in and get him there before the mama got home. No, he just arrived literally because it takes about 15, depending on if you in Cordova, it takes about 30 minutes for you to get back to that side of town. Okay, that's how long it took. She got there. He didn't have the money. That's when he ran. They get into an argument. He ran into her room, shut the door. He got up under the bed. She talking. That's when she got the gun, went in there and get the fuck out of my house, all this and that. He said a few words, turned around and walked out. That's when she did what she did. The reason why they're trying to get her for premeditated murder is because the daughter ended up showing the text messages where she said, if he come back to my house and ain't got my money, I'm going to kill him.
Wow.
Yeah, she
So
going to
it's
jail.
not, yes, the predator thing.
He should be in
to be
jail.
a thing. That's an issue, yes. But however, the mama was condoning the shit that's been going on over
Yes,
the
the mama
We
need to
can't
be
say
in jail.
nothing to her. We can't say nothing because that ain't our child. We can't do none of that. That ain't our business. However, we could say how that shit is disgusting, but if you allowing it, you allowing it. She was allowing it because it was making her stay at home to watch the other kids. As far as her having a job and 2-3 jobs, Kiki ain't never held down no job. Yeah, she work at Amazon. Her real name Kendra, but we call her Kiki. She worked odd jobs here and there, but bitch ain't never held down no job for real, for real. Though she wasn't coming from overnight working, she was coming from her dude house to try to get the money for the light bill.
She's a hero though, right? A mom who was allowed.
I'm gonna let that sink in just for a second.
There's a singing church, that's all it's known. Who brings the vibes? Great vibes. Hey, vibes. What number? Great vibes. 10. Who wants the truth? Great truth. Turn it up. Great vibes. Great vibes on 10. Let the whole world know. Truth, laughs, and energy everywhere we go. Great vibes on 10. We're here to win. Bring the questions and dive right in. From the
Okay. All right. So remember, before I started playing these videos, Gina, thank you so much. Good to see you. Before I started playing these videos, I posed a question. I asked you all what capital case I, capital case F, what if that 20-year-old was the victim? Let's break this down, okay? Because when I heard this, when I got this information earlier today, I'm listening to her and I'm mapping the streets out in Memphis. And I said, okay, that adds up. Okay, well, that makes sense, right? Let's break it down. Because we know people like to get on social media and lie.
some bun money. At that point, it was from her cousin. They were saying that she had got arrested. At that time, nobody knew exactly what had happened. They just said she got arrested and they needed some bun money. At that point, I had cashed out $1,500. I'm thinking it's just for some DV shit with one of her niggas, which is typical normal shit, right? So
okay, right there. Let's deal with that. DV shit, which is typical normal shit. So this is what that tells me. That this woman that had her children at the house, left alone, allegedly, likes to cause chaos. DV shit typically, right? That right there speaks volume within itself. All right? A lot of times when people don't like to take accountability, guess what? They like to play victim, stir up a lot of chaos, and guess what? Now you have verbal abuse and you have physical abuse. All right, let's continue. This is why I said what I said yesterday about mothers disliking their daughters. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know based on y'all testimonies and how y'all had to survive that. All right. Hey, Nikki.
Called back. They was like, oh, she didn't unalive the dude, I'm not going to say her daughter's name because she's still in mine. I'm respect that. She unalived him. Okay, well, the bitch ain't getting the bun. So everybody just held off till we heard more. For one, it wasn't no sneaking in. She knew of their relationship. They had been dating going on 2 years. Okay.
So we're going to say allegedly. So we played the video of the middle school teacher telling us what type of person this 20-year-old man was. He had learning. He was special needs. Okay. Allegedly. That's what his teacher said. So you knew of the relationship with this. So that started at 18, allegedly. For 2 years, you knew about this. So I'm assuming, remember everything that I'm saying, y'all, I'm assuming until more details come in. Okay. Because I reached out to a few people. So I'm waiting for more details to come in. Now, remember when the story dropped, we dealt with it in a fashion that the news station put it out. Okay. So again, y'all know over here, we question everything. I'm going to show y'all something after this that's really going to make you turn heads and kind of look at the mother. All right. So just walk with me on this. If the mother knew that this gentleman, this young man, had some type of a learning curve, he's messing with your 11-year-old daughter, because that will make him 18 at the time. Allegedly, okay, allegedly, she knew about this. Why? Was it because he was giving you money? He was paying for stuff around the house? So you allowed your daughter? Again, everything I'm saying is allegedly until proven otherwise. Because he was giving you some money. Some money. Okay. Now, again, y'all, I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong about this. And y'all know me, I'm not afraid to say that I'm wrong. So why was she allowing her daughter, her 11-year-old daughter, to mess with this 18-year-old guy? What was the mother gaining out of this? Just a huge question mark. A huge question mark. Let's continue.
He was able to come to the house and do everything. However, she had told him he could no longer come over there because she wanted him to pay her light bill.
Let's pause it right there. So I guess when funds got low, shit, no, you can't come back over here. You know, hey, look, if your funds getting low, brother, hey, man, listen, no money, no daughter. Allegedly. Okay? Because this could be fake news. Look at my African American black people. If I'm going to hell, half of y'all are coming with me. Okay? I'll be glad. I give you an invitation. We're going to need a lot of water. Some of y'all need to bring a water hose with you. All right? Man, shout out to Diana. Thank you so much for stabbing me in the top of my head with that sword. That sword, I appreciate it. Y'all, Diana's at it again. I'm telling y'all, it's something that's going to drop in the future about Diana. I just have that feeling. So, y'all, now it's the message is starting to make sense to me. Probably not to y'all, but, to me. With the anger and the frustration. Okay? But again, it's still a developing case. So he can't come back over to the house because allegedly she asked him for help on the light bill, some light bill money. And if anybody know anything about the city of Memphis, them light bills is more than your mortgage. Some of y'all's mortgages. The light bill ain't no joke. So she asking for help. No help, no money, no daughter. Now, I know I'm not reaching, but I'm going to say allegedly. I almost sound like an R. Kelly ordeal. No money, no daughter.
Didn't have the money. So she told her daughter he cannot come over here no more until that motherfucker give her some money. Okay?
Let's pause it right there. Interactive. Y'all, what do that sound like? Now remember, everything we're saying is allegedly. Okay? What do that sound like to y'all? Do y'all remember the video that I played on yesterday with the daughter's, one of her ops? And she pretty much gave us the character about the daughter. Let's continue. You can't come over until you have my money. You not finna mess with my daughter until you send me my money.
She didn't steal her mama credit card. Her mama got him the Uber because she lied like he was finna bring her cash. That's all he had, cash. He wasn't able to cash out, Zelle, none of that. All he had was cash, right?
Let's pause it right there. Y'all remember when this story first dropped? People were saying this whole Uber story came up. He Ubered over there so he could mess with this 13-year-old little girl. Y'all remember that, right? People was making, making live streams about it, dropping pictures. Dropping videos and everything. But it wasn't. The panel isn't open yet. They was bringing up. They were saying different things about this Uber, right? So now this Uber story, again, everything that I'm saying is allegedly, okay? All of this she's saying could be a lie, okay? That's a disclaimer. All of this could be a lie. However, to me, that Uber ride will make sense. Oh, you got the money? You got the money? Cool. All right, I'm finna send an Uber to come pick you up from Cordova. And by the time you get there, I'll be on my way to come get that money from you. Because I need help with this light. I need help with this light bill. So I'm going to send an Uber to come pick you up. And by the time you get to the house, I should be on my way to the house. That will make sense to me. But again, I may be lying. Let's continue.
However, that's why he made it there. She told him she was on the way home. He could be there when she's there so she can get the bread. That's why it's 30 minutes apart. It wasn't no, she was trying to sneak him in and get him there before the mama got home. No, he just arrived literally because it takes about 15, depending on if you in Cordova, it takes about 30 minutes for you to get back to that side of town. Okay, that's how long it took. She got there. He didn't have the money. That's when he ran. They get into an argument. He ran into her room, shut the door. He got up under the bed. She talking. That's when she got the gun, went in there and get the fuck out of my house, all this and that. He said a few.
Now, remember at the beginning of the video when she said, oh, Kiki is locked up? She locked up? Oh shit, that's Kiki. She known to be on that DV shit. So y'all, I'm finna go ahead and send her $1,500 for bail money. And that's when she learned, hey, this is not DV. She unalived somebody. So allegedly, her friends, family, her name is Kendra. They call her Kiki for short. So right now, I'm listening to a behavior. Right, I'm listening. I'm trying to paint the picture here. Right, when anytime somebody come up on anybody's platform to say any motherfucking thing, especially if you're telling a story, I'm sitting back trying to paint this fucking picture. Right. So I guess when she got there or on the way there, she found out he ain't got the damn money. Or when she got there, he ain't got the money. Oh, so you ain't got the motherfucking money? I thought you had the motherfucker. I know how people get down in Memphis. That's nothing new. You ain't got my motherfucker, man. You forget the fuck out of me. I'm about to beat your ass. Matter of fact, I'm finna kill your motherfucking ass. Y'all can understand what I'm saying. Y'all know. So that for me, that makes sense on why he ran and hid under the bed, because he heard pew pew. I'm finna pew pew your ass. Again, allegedly, the mother been allowing this man to mess with her daughter for the past 2 years. Then I asked the question, what is the mother getting out of it? Because it sounds like to me, dude is paying the mama so he can see her daughter. And the mama is cool with it until he doesn't have any more money to help out on the light bill. Now, are y'all following me? Because in a minute, I'm going to open up the panel, but I got to lay the foundation. All right? But this what makes sense to me based on the different storylines that was put out around social media. Again, y'all know how we get down over here. We try to puzzle that shit together. So you ain't got my money. You ain't got my money. You finna get the fuck out of here. They about to, I can only imagine what's going through it. They about to cut my lights off. I got my kids in here. You ain't got the light bill money. Oh yeah, you finna pay for this. And guess what? She unalived him while he was fleeing the scene. In the back of the head. That what made sense for me. I'm not asking y'all to think like me. Something else I want y'all to see. If y'all are following me, put a one in the chat. All platforms, YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Kick, TikTok. If y'all are following me, drop a 1 in the chat. If you say GV, you lost your damn it, your bald-headed mind. Put that in the chat. Now, I have to change screens for this one, okay? Because I really need y'all to see this. And I'm going to blow something up so y'all can see this bullshit, right? And again, shout outs to this content creator. I don't know her name, but shout outs to her. She's been following this story also too. If y'all see her, know who she is, man, tell her she don't know me and I don't know her, but shout outs to her. She's been doing an awesome job keeping up with this story. Okay. Y'all check this out.
Motherfuckers that was arguing with me in my comment section talking about little girls can't be fast, y'all come to the front. I want to show you what Kendra Scott's daughter is doing after her mother then already threw her life away to protect her. Watch this video.
I can't even lie.
Okay, let's pause that. Okay, the daughter dropped this video. Okay, I hate that I got her face, but I'm going to make this quick because I do not like having minors on my channel. All right, right here, let me stretch this out so y'all can see it. Right there is very clear. My bad, baby. Broken heart. I'm sorry. I can't hide it. Okay. Now, again, this is a 13-year-old little girl.
I'm so sorry, I can't hide it. I'm sorry, I can't hide it.
Right here, y'all. Look at what she put. Okay. They just don't know the real story. Do y'all see this? They do not know the real story, baby daddy. Long live you, my baby. Fuck my mama. People going to say stuff. That's why I'm saying everything I'm saying and doing is allegedly. Okay? Everything that I'm saying and doing is allegedly. Okay? Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. All right? And y'all know a lot of little girls in the South, because I don't know anything about the North or the West or the East, but a lot of little girls, fast-ass little girls in the South, they love to call the guys that they're dealing with their baby daddy, even though they don't have any children. They do that a lot. Okay?
It looked like to me that she's insinuating that she was actually pregnant by this little motherfucker. Then she goes on to say that fuck her mother, after her mother done threw her motherfucking life away trying to protect her, fuck her mother. And this is what I keep trying to tell y'all. Yes, these dudes be predators, but these little girls be fast as shit. She's no victim. She's fast. And the fact that after her mother had already caught this murder charge, this the shit that she posts online, she didn't give a fuck about that mother. But to be honest, her mother didn't really give a fuck about her neither, because like I said, if you had caught multiple dudes in your house prior to this incident, your daughter would have never been left unattended in the first.
I'm talking and shit, and my mic is muted. Man, this ragged ass piece of shit. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for nothing. I don't know what I'm gonna do a GoFundMe for. I'm just do it and see if I can raise about $13 for a new mic cover. This is what I was saying, y'all. What this young lady just said about multiple dudes, that needs to be verified, okay? And also with that post. However, people, when the story dropped, people were saying that the mother had to leave work. She rushed home because allegedly the next door neighbor noticed some activity going on around the house. So the neighbor reached out to the mama. Mama said, okay, I'm on my way to the house. This is when she rushed home and this whole incident went down. Was the mama at work? Was the mama at work? Because one thing about me, I know a lot of mothers, right? If some shit is going on, especially at their home, they on the phone with the police, probably their left hand, they holding the steering wheel with their kneecap and got their pew-pew in the right hand, rushing home. If y'all don't get there before, if y'all don't get there before I do, it's gonna be some airing out motherfuckers. Did that happen? How come that call didn't happen like that? Let me guess. You probably know this guy. So you didn't want the thank you prayer. You didn't want the police to arrive there. Because allegedly you left your 3 of your children. One presumably to be under the age of 2, one under the age of 10, and you got a 13-year-old there. You didn't want the police to see that. Allegedly while you was over one of your dude's house, probably getting banged up from the back. So again, the Uber makes sense here. The Uber makes sense. You got the light bill money, I'm going to send you an Uber and you can drop it off to me. I'm going to meet you over there. You got the money, you still can see my daughter. Allegedly, you've been giving me money the past few years. As long as you help me with the bills around, help me out with the bills around the house, you can continue to see my daughter. That's why I asked that question at the beginning. Could he be the victim? Because his counselor, his teacher, his middle school teacher made it very clear. He wasn't 20 years old up here. She was his teacher, his special needs teacher. So was he, was the mother taking advantage of his mental setback? I don't know. Was the mama using him for his money? We don't know. That's why I posed the question. The panel is open. The panel is open. The only thing I ask for y'all to do is when y'all come up on the panel, be respectful, be respectful, be respectful. All right? Because it's a lot because I got more shit to show y'all tonight. All right? So if you want to come up, speak about what's going on so far on topic, feel free to come up. Let's go.
Under the limit. You rolled through a stop sign and... Wait, are you even licensed to drive? Hard to say. Hey, don't... Stop the car! Dispatch, suspect vehicle just took off on foot...
Shout out to Diana, y'all. Shout out to Diana. Appreciate it, Diana. Much love, young lady. Thank you for the gift. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Diana. I know you fucking lie. Shout out to Diana, man. That right there, you said YouTube shouldn't be blurry. We got excellent signal over there. Logic, close it out and come back in. Oh, you said it's good now? Yeah. Listen. We running Cat 7 over here. Yeah. Welcome to the panel. Stormy, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm just fine. What you got on the topic?
I think that the mother was wrong for shooting him. I do think that he might be mentally delayed. I know a few mentally delayed people. The things that everyday people might think is normal, they might not understand. I don't know. I just think that she's wrong for shooting him. I don't think that should have been the first thing she did. And I do think that the daughter was very fast and she wasn't being watched at all. And these type of things happen when you're not watching your child.
Did you hear the video I played about this allegedly friend of the family?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
All right, you just hold tight, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Coco, hey, how you doing?
TV, good to see you. Long time no.
Stranger.
You know, I always stay in trouble. You can look at my page and say, not one of the pages you want to see. Now, I've been following this case too. Now, what I will say is, I do see a lot of male protecting, whether he was special needs, special ed, or disabled, or whatever. You don't go, when you walk into somebody's house without them knowing there, you take your life in your own hands. Now, whether the mom was pimping the daughter, it could be possible. This happens in our community. Stuff like this happens all the time. Was it over light bill money? I don't know. But I'm going to tell you this. Being a step parent, me and my boyfriend discussed this. I said, I come home, and there's a man in the house, he getting shot under the bed. I'm like, well, major pain when he pew through the door. So is he in there? He ain't happy. It would have been way different in my house. However, the location that she pew-pewed him in did make it not self-defense, because he was fleeing the scene. Whether she tried to hold him at pew-pew point and he tried to leave, that's different. She took a fatal bang. Now, with the friends and the cousin coming out saying all this stuff, what a family. What a freaking family. Because I do math when I hear a story. That's one thing I learned from you, is to listen to it, think about it, listen to it some more, and think about it again. That's one thing I love about your channel. Listen, allegedly, he was seeing this girl at 11 years old. Where was the grandma? Where was the auntie? Where was the uncle? Where was the family when your 11-year-old, which makes her what, 6th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade?
Yes, ma'am.
Year-old little cousin is dating an 18-year-old man, and how do you talk about it like it was okay? But I listen to people.
Oh, I can't.
Whoa.
Stop lying.
Hold on. Whoa.
Stop lying to me.
Hold on. The hell?
That's something.
Yeah, go ahead, Coco. When y'all come up on the panel, can y'all please mute your mics? This live is being recorded, and I don't like a lot of mess. All right, go ahead, Coco.
The friend who described the incident said I had $1,500 to bail her out on standby. Y'all could have helped her with her light bill. But if Kiki can't keep a job, you ain't gonna give Kiki no money, let alone bail her out on some DV. Kiki just gonna have to sit that out for 24 hours. Cause I done beat up a man before. That's 24 hours in there. Then you get out, and then you do the classes and all that other stuff. So if she was a repeat offender of DV, leave her in there. I will also say this: when the girl said she unalived him, she let out a unconscious giggle, he, and she unalived him. When you go back and listen to it, she unalived him. So she took pleasure in sharing that story, but she incriminated herself because you knew an 11-year-old was dating a grown man, and it was okay with you up until the mama got in trouble. She got hemmed up. Now you want to come out with the story.
I never looked at that like that.
Yeah. I listened to the friend. Now, if my baby is catfishing and she's online and I have a problem with her and online, she does not have a cell phone. She doesn't have any kind of technology. Baby, I'm working day shifts and we all home at night together. But optimal world is sometimes you have to work night shift. The two things that stood out to me is the neighbor called her and said, hey, there's some activity at your house. Mind you, this is 1 o'clock in the morning. So wherever the mom was at, she had to get to the house, right? The first thing she said,
this the deal. Are you on a Bluetooth?
No, I'm on my phone. Let me get closer. Is that better?
Yeah, because I'm hearing the echo.
Okay, I got to get closer because I had to come to the bathroom. My house loud too. I had to come to the bathroom.
Okay.
So listen.
So what I'm asking
when
is,
she came to the door.
Go ahead.
When the mom gets to the door, she said, "Who's in this house?" Knowing somebody was already there. So go ahead, GB.
So now I question: did a neighbor reach out to her? Because with this Uber situation, that means the mother already knew that this boy was on the way to her house because she sent the Uber for him so he can get to her house so she can get this money from him. So allegedly she knew that he was already there.
Exactly. So why not say, I know that's the cousin. I got him watch her till I get home. It's okay. I'll be there when I get there.
I really appreciate that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you're right. Red, no neighbor is speaking out. That is correct. Salty, how you doing?
Good evening. How are you today?
I'm just fine. What you got?
I agree with most of this panel. You know, you shouldn't have left your 13-year-old alone in the first place if she already had a history of this behavior. You cannot allow your 13-year-old to watch your other children when she's already fast. Obviously, she's not going to watch the other children. But the bottom line when all of this, to me, for me, is you cannot do what she did. You know, by law, we are just not permitted to do that. And we can't be vigilantes, right? We can't teach this is okay to our children. We just can't. There is an adult way to handle situations, and we are not handling it the way it should be handled.
Okay, pause. I have a question for you. Before I ask you that question, y'all, let's continue to tap the screen. Y'all, let's share the live out to your stories. Also, if you see the follow button at the top of your screen, please click that follow button. TikTok only. Everybody else, all the other platforms that's watching, y'all, please subscribe to the channel. And also, please join the membership. YouTube have, I think it's like a fan club. Anytime you see somebody in the chat with GRT next to their name, it's a badge. That means they are they one of the elites. They're on the special team. So y'all, please join that. Please do that for your boy. Let's give a shout out to Julia. Julia, thank you for your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 live goals that you dropped in the chat. And also Candy Cane, Miss Whitelaw. Thank you for your love you. And Gina, thank you for the 15 roses. Now, Salty, did you hear the audio allegedly from either a family member or a close friend of the family?
I did.
Okay, so are we still looking at the daughter like that, or are we looking at the mother?
Well, I mean, the whole situation just to me is, I mean, it's an ongoing process or ongoing thing. So your daughter is a little fast ass, but the mother is also, because according to this family member, she wasn't at work. She was laid up with another guy. So you left your kids knowing that your daughter's fast to go and be with another guy to get the light money, whatever. And then this girl contacts her mom and says, can I get an Uber for him so he can come over? And mom was like, sure, if he got the light money. And the daughter said, yeah. Well, when she gets there and finds out that there is no light money, she goes and gets the gun. Pew pew, sorry.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. This is all allegedly. But what is not alleged, right, is that he was unalived in the back of his head.
Mm-hmm.
That's not alleged. And that is not acceptable.
I got you. All right. I got you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Salt. You hold tight. Sunflower Seeds, how you doing? Welcome. Let's give a shout outs to let's see, to Queen Nia, thank you for the live gold. Candy Cane, thank you for the live gold. Candy Cane, thank you for the live gold. Amanda, thank you for your heart meat. Gina, thank you for your 10 popular votes. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all on top of it. Sunflower Seeds. Okay, so I'm gonna until she unmute her mic. Hey yo, how you doing?
How you doing?
What's going on?
This situation is crazy, but this is what I think happened. Yeah, it was that thing about the money, but I think she caught him on that Ring camera, and then they was doing something they ain't had no business doing in the room while the door was locked. When she came to the door and knocked on the door, he got under the bed. Then,
hold on, question. How can you see that from the Ring camera?
No, because they said she had a Ring camera.
Yeah, on the front door. Was the Ring camera facing inside the house?
No, I'm saying this. When he came, she probably seen him coming, and then they went to the back door and entered through the back door.
So now my question to you is, you saying probably, right? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the audio clip?
Which one?
From this close family or a close friend of the family.
Allegedly. Oh yeah, for the 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So how are you? So where are you getting this story from? That you
No,
were telling?
because I heard it on the news, the news clips.
Yeah, and that was a few days ago. This is most recent.
Oh yeah.
Can we believe everything the news people put out? Because people lie on police reports, right? When the police get to the house, people lie, right? To always try to cover their ass.
Oh yeah.
Now let me ask you this right here: how come she didn't notify the police that somebody was inside her house?
Oh no, that's what I was about to bring up.
Go ahead.
What happened is, I feel like she should have did that, but knowing who it was, she had a vendetta against him. It was like, yeah, I'm about to handle this on my own. And she came to the house and seen him doing what they was doing. And he was under the bed, and she told him to come from under the bed. And then what she messed up at is she let him walk out that house. And then unalived him.
You know, you just confused the hell out of me.
So look, she knew he was coming over, right? But who says she didn't know they was in the room together?
How do we know they was in the room?
No, that's what I'm saying. No, cause that's what I'm saying. If they was in the room, she knocked on the door. Who you got in my house? The little girl opened the door. He's under the bed. He comes from under the bed and try to flee out the house. He gets out the house, and she's shooting him back in it. She unalived him in the back of the head. By the steps.
So did you write this down and read it before you just told this story?
No.
How old are you?
23.
Okay. All right. Hold tight. Perfume, are you there? I don't know what the hell she doing. Oh, there she
I
go.
said, come back to me. I'm on a phone call.
Ain't nobody heard you. You didn't even unmute your mic.
I said, come back to me. I'm on a phone call.
Okay, now we heard you.
Okay.
All right. Hey yo, you hold tight. Cause I got questions for you, brother. Randy, how you doing? What you got on the topic?
Okay, so my only thought process keeps going to, no matter what, she unalived a kid. I mean, in the back of his head, he didn't have a weapon. You can't say self-defense. No matter what, she's going to do some time. I'm sorry. She unalived someone. Regardless if he was slow, and regardless if she was letting this happen with a minor, there's so many things wrong in this situation. However, she's gonna do some time. She unalived someone. That's my only thought.
Of course, y'all, as y'all know, Randy at the top, that's one of our moderators. So if y'all get disrespectful in the chat or on the panel, she will mute you. Okay, she will give you a warning and she will mute you. Okay, she's quick with them fingers. Shut up, Randy. She's good with them fingers.
I'm fingering that thing.
I got okay. You know, see, that's the shit I'm be talking about right there. So listen, it's an open panel because I'm pretty sure we're going to start with Stormy. Would you like to address Ayo based on his synopsis of what happened, quote unquote?
Sure. I believe that we can't go off what we think and assumptions. We have to go off facts. I feel that you guys said that, I think you guys said it was 2 family members or something like that. They came out and said that, I guess that the boy been talking to her for a long time. I think all of that will come into play in court. If they have some type of history, the mother knew, you guys saying, I guess she got him an Uber there. And then like, Rena, I think her name was, I think like she said, piggybacking off of what she said, she shot him in the back of the head. That's not self-defense at all. So I think that she has a tough case to fight. I don't think it's going to be easy. And Ayo, I'm not too sure what you were talking about.
I would like to say something. A lot of people don't have pew pew experience, yet they own a pew pew. Meaning, she probably doesn't even know how to aim properly. She probably never went to a range. If the way it happened, the way she said it happened. So, bang, that's all it takes. Especially, I need to know how many rounds she released before one of them connected.
The police found one spent shell casing on the ground. So, more than likely, I know it had to been based on my training. I know it had to been close range. Again, based on a friend or the family member, I need to clarify which one it is. She said a lot of key points. Like when Ayo was saying, he was probably in the room doing something with her, and her mama, got in there and saw him up under the bed. Let me play this one more time, so we can get a clear understanding. And again, everything is allegedly, okay? Allegedly. I can't stress that enough.
So, because with friends like this, you damn sure don't need no motherfucking enemies. But y'all listen to the audio.
I got the phone call. It was from her cousin. They were saying that she had got arrested. At that time, nobody knew exactly what had happened. They just said she got arrested and they needed some bun money. At that point, I had cashed out $1,500. I'm thinking it's just for some DV shit with one of her niggas, which is typical normal shit, right? So then when I got the phone call back, they was like, oh, she didn't unalive the dude, I'm not going to say her daughter's name because she's still in mine. I'm respect that. She unalived him. Okay, well, the bitch ain't getting the bun. So everybody just held off till we heard more. For one, it wasn't no sneaking in. She knew of their relationship. They had been dating going on 2 years, okay? He was able to come to the house and do everything. However, she had told him he could no longer come over there because she wanted him to pay her light bill. He didn't have the money. So she told her daughter he cannot come over here no more until that motherfucker give her some money, okay? She didn't steal her mama credit card. Her mama got him the Uber because she lied like he was finna bring her cash. That's all he had, cash. He wasn't able to cash out, Zelle, none of that. All he had was cash, right? However, that's why he made it there. She told him she was on the way home. He could be there when she's there so she can get the bread. That's why it's 30 minutes apart. It wasn't no, she was trying to sneak him in and get him there before the mama got home. No, he just arrived literally because it takes about 15, depending on if you in Cordova, it takes about 30 minutes for you to get back to that side of town. Okay, that's how long it took. She got there. He didn't have the money. That's when he ran. They get into an argument. He ran into her room, shut the door. He got up under the bed. She talking. That's when she got the gun, went in there and get the fuck out of my house, all this and that. He said a few words, turned around and walked out. That's when she did what she did. The reason why they're trying to get her for premeditated murder is because the daughter ended up showing the text messages where she said, if he come back to my house and ain't got my money, I'ma kill him.
Wow.
Yeah, she
So
going to
it's
jail.
not, yes, the predator thing.
He should be in
could
jail.
a thing. That's an issue, yes. But however, the mama was condoning the shit that's been going on over
Yes,
here.
the mama
We
need to
can't
be
say
in jail.
nothing to her. We can't say nothing because that ain't our child. We can't do none of that. That ain't our business. However, we could say how that shit is disgusting, but if you allowing it, you are allowing it. She was allowing it because it was making her stay at home to watch the other kids. As far as her having a job and 2-3 jobs, Kiki ain't never held down no job. Yeah, she worked at Amazon. Her real name Kendra, but we call her Kiki. She worked odd jobs here and there, but bitch ain't never held down no job for real, for real. Though she wasn't coming from overnight working, she was coming from her dude house to try to get the money for the light bill.
She's a hero though, right?
Notice how defensive, it's called male-centered. Notice how defensive the women are in defending the guy in this case.
Just note, point that, put a finger mark on that. Because a lot of, and I think it's a community-wide thing. She took, at the end, she was like, it's wrong that no. All of it's wrong from the beginning. But notice how a lot of the women that are defending him are black women, down to the teacher. The teacher was a black woman saying, well, he was only this old in his mind. Note that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get to Red real quick. Red, how you doing? Where's Ayo? Where Ayo go? Cause he wrote some shit
I
down.
think he dropped.
Yeah, cause he wrote some shit down and got up here anyway. Go ahead, Red.
Hey, GB, how you doing? So basically, like after hearing what old girl said, and I just want to say, like, even though it's not normal, but it's really common for a lot of women to kind of sell their daughters out to men who they feel like have money. Look at the R. Kelly situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all remember that story or the news that touched on Celeste and that dude David. He was older and she was a minor, and the parents so called knew about it or whatever. It don't, to me, it sounds like it don't really become an issue until they're no longer getting funded or something don't go their way. You know what I'm saying? Let's say, for instance, or whatever. But if she was laying up with a dude or whatever, I don't feel like she should have been asking the boy, for any type of money. And no, I'm not defending him in no way, because if you knew that this girl was underage or whatever, you completely 100% wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you laying up with somebody, that man should be paying your bills. Point blank, period. Like, that's just how I see it.
You talking about the mother, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. She said that the mama didn't have a job. Remember yesterday I was like, if she was working at night or whatever, I feel like she should have got a day job or whatever to be with her kids at night, to watch her kids. Well, they kind of like changed my aspect of it or whatever, because like, bitch, you should have been at home with your kids, point blank, period. If you can't mess with this man during the daytime or whatever, your daughter is fasting ass. You know what I'm saying? Then you don't need to mess with nobody. Like, cause these days, boys and girls are fast as hell. You know what I'm saying? So, and they do require like a lot of guidance and keeping the eyes on them. Where you got to put cameras in your house and all this other stuff. I'm still gonna say, I don't think she gonna beat this charge for the simple fact because you gave him time to get from under the bed. And then just hearing that that the daughter has showed the text messages or whatever, completely like the daughter is going a whole against her. So it's some type of love there. It's some type of connection that her and this boy had that's real strong, that's making her go against her mama. Whatever type of relationship that her and her mama had, it can be jealousy, it can be hate. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of mothers do hate their daughters. You know what I'm saying? But it's not your daughter place to sit there and watch your kids or whatever. If you don't have nobody to watch your kids, then that means you have to take out some of what you can miss out on some shit. It's not gonna hurt you to miss out on some stuff to take care of your kids. Like, a lot of us do it anyways. You know what I'm saying? Us real mothers, but I just don't see how she is okay with that. Like, I'll never sit up there. If my daughter ever become verbal or whatever, I'll never be okay with, because he so-called got money. Yeah, you can come over here and lay up in my house or whatever. My daughter, hell no. I don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? I was not brought up like that. My mom and daddy didn't play like that. So it's just what they say, money is the root of all evil. But in some cases or whatever, money buy these women daughters, from what I'm seeing. So
Okay. Kanai, everybody
It's
mute
the
up real
love
quick.
of money, y'all. It's
Yeah,
the
there you
love
go.
of
There you go.
money
All right,
is the root to
that's
all
true.
evil.
listen, y'all.
Let's get it right.
Before we get Kanai up here, again, everybody that's here that's watching, if you see the follow button at the top of your screen, please click that follow button. Also, across all platforms, if you can subscribe, TikTok, join the fan club, Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. If y'all can, please subscribe to the channel. Join our monthly membership. I promise you will get a bang out of life and you will help out this channel. Great Vibes on 10. So I continue to do this every single day. Now, Kanai, I'm going to turn the show over to her. She's very good with this. I'm going to take some notes. She's one of the best there is here on social media, especially TikTok. So I want y'all to welcome Kanai to the platform. Kanai, how you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by.
Appreciate all that love you just gave me, but that ain't gonna stop me from calling you Blue Magic. Anyway, it ain't gonna stop me. You thought you was gonna rub it in real good with some no. Yeah, Blue Magic. That's right. He's still Blue Magic, y'all. Anyway, let's stay focused. Cause me and Great Vibes will have some fun. That y'all might not understand. But I am coming for my husband's $5 too. Anyway, like I was gonna say. Now, Great Vibes, can you recollect? Can you remember? Can you go back a couple days ago? We was up on this panel and we said that she knew that she was possibly allowing that.
Absolutely, I remember.
Y'all ain't gonna fool me in this black business season. Y'all not gonna fool me because you know why I know this? Because it ain't new. It's not new, Great Vibes. Unfortunately, it is a sad case. And to hear allegedly what the young lady was saying on the panel about the bill, about the money, and about him being there and taking the responsibility of some lady's household. Like, what kind of operation you got going on up in here? See, we used to call them type houses trap houses back in the day, Great Vibes. Okay? They was called trap houses because the trap house was the house that the young men can go to put up their stuff and to do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say, Great Vibes. Okay, I ain't gonna say it out. But that's what they would do. They would go to the older women in the neighborhood. They call her Lisa with the pizza. And they go over there to the house and they stash all their stuff, their money and all that. And they had daughters there or girls there, and they would be young. But nobody ever said anything about it. But they would be in there doing whatever they do. These girls be 14 years old, 13 years old, 15 years old, some of them in junior high, some of them in high school. And Great Vibes, I know because in my age group, back in the day, we was in high school, a lot of those young ladies who didn't have no daddies in the house, because see, this the problem. Because that boy wouldn't have been there had there been some man in that house. I don't think. More than likely, right? But when they were young coming up back then, they were doing the same thing, even at the high school. So at the end of the day, I just think that this case, if you know, you know, and this is not the only mother allowing this type of activity. Unfortunately, it's not the only one. We have a lot of young girls. Let me tell you something. We have a lot of young girls that have to watch their mothers bring men in the home and have relations with them and have feelings and going through all these different emotions and wanting to be like her mama. That's why as soon as they turn a certain age, they're already being out there. And the lady said, you don't call, we were coming up, they call girls fast who used to do stuff like that. We don't like to talk in those terms no more. But the reason why they were saying that stuff is because of stuff like this, but didn't know that people didn't know that the mama was in there allowing it. And if they did know, they wasn't going to say nothing because they wasn't trying to out the lady. Because it's protection for women like it still is protection for women today that do these types of things. Well, I guess it was just her time, Maybe it was just her time because God don't like ugly and he ain't too fond of pretty. So I don't know, Great Vibes. Like I said, I kind of had a feeling that she already knew or had some type of hand in that. And to hear allegedly, okay, because you said allegedly, to hear all that information though and come out like that, it just filled up all of the stuff that I didn't want to say. Remember I said, I'm not going to say nothing. Remember I said, we said we ain't going to say nothing. And look, didn't have to say nothing. They said it for us. So there you go. And it's just sad. So
Absolutely. Kanal, how much time do you have?
I got time.
Can you we got people that's in the waiting list that want to come up. Can you do me a favor? Can you take over the show for the next 5 to 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Appreciate it.
Yes. So whoever next, go ahead and open up. You know, you guys keep tapping that screen. Let's try to get the great vibes up to 300,000 likes. Let's try to share the live. Let's try to meet the live goal. Any kind of gifts or whatever. Thank you for that. And make sure y'all just keep tapping that screen till we get to 300,000 likes. Let's get him up to 300,000 likes tonight. Okay. Y'all keep tapping
Okay.
that screen though. But this is something else. Did the mother lie about what happened? Let's go. What we got? Go ahead.
I want to say this real
I'm
quick.
next.
Oh,
Go
who's
ahead.
next? Go ahead. Whoever next, go.
She said real quick, so I'll let her go. I'm sorry.
Okay, real quick. She gonna let you.
Real
Okay,
quick,
go
real
ahead.
quick. I'm not defending his action of talking to a minor. That's not what I'm defending. I feel as if I'm defending the murder. I think that it's wrong to shoot someone in the back of the head and then claim self-defense. It's wrong.
Pew,
That's what I'm
pew.
defending.
We
Disclaimers for
love TikTok.
the lady
Absolutely.
miss. Cause she
Oh,
said like his black
absolutely.
women defending him. I'm not defending him messing with a child. I don't think it's right to murder someone like that. That's wrong. I don't want to be shot in the back
Murder.
of the head.
You gotta
I'm
be
pretty sure
careful.
y'all
We're
don't want to be
using
shot in
that
the back of the
Murder.
word.
head. Oh
You
my
gotta
bad.
be. Yeah. Put some. I love TikTok and some fruits in the
I
comments,
love TikTok,
y'all.
GTA. My bad.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, sister. You done, Stormy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Next. Who was next? The Miss, was it Miss Coco or who was it?
Perfume.
Oh, Perfume. Go ahead.
Hi. So what I
Hi.
was gonna say was that, girl, I forgot what I was gonna say, Lord. Um, oh, so GB was saying something about, he was saying something about the young man paying the mother. So my question was, allegedly, was she messing with him and didn't know that he was messing with the daughter, or was he a corner boy and the mother knew and she was telling him to give her XYZ dollars? Allegedly. I'm like, those could be things that we speculating.
Everybody, why are you looking like that?
Right. Why you looking like that?
That is a good perspective.
That's a great
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But mind you,
I mean, because I don't understand where was this 20-year-old supposed to be getting money from if he
he
didn't
get
work a
checked.
job?
I was questioning if he
He
had
get a check.
SSI.
Listen,
Yeah,
he
the
got
check.
SSI. He
Because
get
if
that
that
check.
comes out
And
that he's mentally disabled and he
9
was
out of 10, if
collecting,
he was getting a check was going to his mama and it wasn't coming to him.
he had a
But he's 20. He's 20.
he
And
have access
still, he
to
had to
it.
have some place to live. He looked clean. He probably was living at home with his mama.
Or he could have been slanging a little something on side. Maybe he was
But that's
like
what
you
I
said,
said.
corner
Was he a
boy.
corner boy?
Corner
Was he a
boy, yeah.
corner boy?
I don't think he was. I don't think he was a corner boy because the teacher said he was 20, but a
He
younger
mentally
age in his
challenged too,
mind.
right?
Yeah, but
So he
them
can't be out
mentally
money.
so she was just saying that's probably according to our IEP. But
Well, he was
we all
naive.
know
He
them
probably
corner
was
boys get
naive.
smart when they come to that money and them products.
You know, listen, Sunflower Seed. I hear what you're saying, because you had to take that call was made way more important than being on the fucking panel. But it's all
Yes, I'm
right.
leaving for
Nah,
Hawaii
nah,
in the
it's all right.
morning. I had
Nah,
to get some
it's
stuff
okay.
done.
Nah, it's all right. You know, I'm gonna let that slide. Okay. Yeah, you know, I told you I was on the phone.
I didn't say that.
So you're right. Yes, we do have a lot of people that's mentally challenged that is on the corner doing their thing, right? They understand the street hustle. You're right.
Right.
Now, again, based on his persona, he can be, you know, judged as a YN, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is why I was listening to the teacher, because you mentioned something about the IEP, I guess the test.
IEP. Mm-hmm.
That's the test they take like every semester.
It's
No,
an
It
evaluation.
documentation.
tells you
It's an
if you're on
evaluation.
grade level or if you're able to comprehend the lesson that's being taught.
Okay.
And if you're on grade level, what grade
It's an
level?
And they have
evaluation.
meetings for
It's
them
an
as well.
evaluation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's listen to let's listen to the teacher again. Let me do this right here.
Now, great vibes. Ain't the daughter supposed to be preggo?
I don't know. When you dropped that in the comments, I said, oh, okay, who put that good night down there? Mimi, thank you for the good night. Ain't nobody going to sleep yet. What the hell you throwing that gift for? Put good morning. Mimi, give me a good morning.
Go to bed.
Okay, that's fine. I will take it. Let's see. All right, hold on 1 second.
All right.
Here go y'all. Here, okay. So let's see what the teacher say.
Let me find that video.
Right here.
And then it goes the gunshot wound of the head. A, the injury proliferation of
this motherfucker
the
can't read.
Internal.
God damn.
Wait a minute, he on the case too?
No, he just can't read. Listen.
I'm looking at this.
No, you can't read the shit. Who the hell? What bar exam your ass took? Anyway, I'm sorry. No, just leave it alone.
What is going on? Is he
asleep? I don't know.
He took the exam at the bar.
He just being
Y'all want to take that from what word it was?
I'm just being petty. I'm just hold on. Let me get to the right video. Hold on. I just the hell just I don't know who you put that up there. Hold on. The hell that video come from?
Hey, why you find that video? I just want to say this. You'll be surprised. You know, I used to be in the streets. You'll be surprised how many people that ain't right in the head slang.
That's what I said.
And most of them take their SSI check and flip it.
That's why they be out there.
Because they can't find those jobs.
Because where else is he getting money from? And she asking him for light bill money.
Yeah.
All right.
And he an easy, what do you call that? Easy lick? What am I cheating?
Well, I guess since she said her daughter was was doing what she was doing, I still say that somebody was messing with that baby at a young age that made her promiscuous.
Well, he's the lit, but he also the fall guy too. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
But again, these are all assumptions.
Yeah, all assumptions.
Allegedly.
Who is charged with first-degree murder, had her bond set at $100,000 and was also ordered not to have contact with the victim's family. Memphis police say when they initially arrived to the scene last week, the victim, Rodarius Morton, was found dead near the home's porch after he had been shot in the back of the head. WREG's Shay Arthur is live tonight after speaking with a former teacher of Morton's and what she wants people to know about him. Shay?
Do that volume seem pretty low to y'all?
Yeah, it's low.
It's low, but we hear it.
What the fuck is going on with this ragged ass shit? Oh. That's a big ass CD. Hold on. Why they do it? Oh, he will.
Is temporary insanity a plea option? Because I would have said, come on.
I can see that. But if they got
this, they're trying to play that card. Yeah.
Come on.
But
I'd play that card like a trump card.
But
like
again,
an ace of spades.
You know how you play spade and you slam it on the table?
But listen, listen, again, if the daughter showed a message, right? That she knew this shit been going on, how can you justify that?
Yeah.
Premeditated.
I wish
I'd unalive their daughter. Listen.
Right. I wish she would get up there and turn.
And I would
One at a
unalive
time,
them.
ladies. One at a time. Larry, I'm sorry.
Listen, y'all, I don't know what to tell y'all. Turn your volumes up. I don't know what the hell is going on. We just gonna work with it.
I would have unalived both of them. At that point, you too. Pop and delete the evidence because shoot, ain't no way.
Y'all, everybody turn your volumes up and everybody mute up for a second, because I don't know what's going on with the volume, but we're gonna work with it.
Hey, Stephanie, yeah, she says this case could have been handled so many other ways, not ending with a 20-year-old man being killed.
Perkins says she's the former middle school teacher of Rodarius Morton, who Memphis police say was shot and killed early last Thursday morning in the Walker Homes neighborhood. She said Morton had learning disabilities.
He was special needs, and I was his special needs teacher.
She described him as soft-spoken and respectful, shocked by his death.
Unbelievable. Very, very hurt because the young man that I knew that most people don't know based off of this story. They don't know him personally like I did.
In court paperwork, an underage girl told police Morton came to her house early Thursday morning through a back door. Her mother, Kendra Scott, then showed up banging on the door, yelling, "Who is at my house?" Scott says she went inside and found Morton hiding under the girl's bed. Police say as Morton was leaving the home unarmed.
Oh, okay, let me turn this down. So again, that last part is it doesn't add up. But that's what the teacher said about him. And who was speaking at the time?
I was speaking perfectly.
Okay, go ahead. And when she get done, I'm gonna give it back to Kanai and Chelsea. But remember, y'all one at a time. Okay, go ahead. Sunflower.
So that's why I was saying I'm like most corner boys when they out there in them streets, they know how to do a lot of stuff that didn't add up in the school under the education curriculum plan. So she's speaking as a teacher and him knowing his basic stuff and him being on grade level. But that don't mean he didn't need that to be out there on the corner. That's all I'm saying. I just want to know where he was getting his money from. That she was expecting him to give her money for a light bill.
So which posed the question, was the mother using her 13-year-old daughter?
Yes. Well, so when you say using, so again, I go back to, was this little girl touched at a young age? Why was she promiscuous? And maybe the mother, and this is all allegedly, had tried to get her help. Maybe she needed or have an IEP. I don't know. So she probably was like, she can't make her stop because every time she turned around, she doing A, B, C, D. And then again, what have she seen in her rearing years with her mother and different men after you brought up the DV case with the mother? So we don't know what that girl have seen in the household. You know, your first kids are your learning kids. You do better with 2, 3, 4. I don't know about that. I only got one, but that's what I heard.
Point out a key fact. The reporter said the little girl testified to detectives that the mom showed up the door at the house, banging on the door, said, "Who's in my house?" The little girl said it. That's what she told the police, right? That's what the reporter said. So let's put the cousin's friend's story to the side. And the woman showed up at her house, banging on the door. Who's in the door? Who's at my house? Now, who's to say the boy didn't grab his stuff and try to run out the house and then she pow like that? It could have happened like that. The whole evil mother selling her daughter thing is just a side story. We can only base on what we have factual. So it was said that the little girl told the detectives the mom showed up at the door, at her house door, banging and said, "Who's in my house?"
Because
so the neighbors called.
They also said something was blocking or barricading the door where the mother couldn't get in. So I think that's where the banging on the door came from.
Listen.
Okay, so mom,
hold on, y'all. Listen.
Temporary insanity.
Listen, y'all. Okay, first of all, why was he there? That's where we got to start.
Exactly. Because let me tell y'all something. We can't take
I'm reading some comments.
We cannot take sympathy for predators because they have a learning disability. Because sometimes a lot of kids in school just be lazy. A lot of times they learn different ways and he's just not on track with the rest of his classes, but they don't be nothing wrong with him other than they lazy or they don't have the help at home. So his learning disability, he's a special needs student, all that other stuff, throw that out the window. This is a 20-year-old man in a 13-year-old's bedroom. If he was allowed there, he wouldn't have hid under the bed. What mom should have did she should have popped him on sight. She should have popped him on sight. But he probably was running out the house. Bam! It happened so quick. A trigger, it takes 1 second to pull the trigger. What, 5 pounds of pressure? Pow. And it's over. You took a life just like that.
Go ahead, Kanai.
So at the end of the day, he had no business in her house.
You know what? I'm gonna say something great, vibe, because I don't like when women do this. Because see, the thing about it is, you don't say that when it is an older woman dealing with a younger man or a younger boy or a boy. No, I'm talking about in general. So my thing is, and I don't agree with that, because if the boy or the man, whatever, if he was already out the house, you don't pop nobody. And we say that about police officers. So why would we think that it's okay to do anything at all? What type of threat was he that he deserved to lose his life when you allowed him? This is her fault. See, we ain't gonna put all this on this little boy, because he is a little boy in the head, because he got a mental issue. And you know what? When women go through stuff, Great Vibes, and when they get in trouble, how many times have we heard on the other side of this TikToker here? Oh, well, she must have been mentally ill, or she got postpartum depression. It's always a reason and excuse. So we ain't just gonna bypass his excuse for what he got, because you wouldn't do it for a young lady. You wouldn't do it for a woman. So we have to acknowledge that even when you're in court, this man that y'all had his live with every night, he knows the law. He knows law enforcement. He know that courtroom. You tell me at what time when you say somebody is mentally ill or mentally distraught or mentally insane or whatever, do they just go along with the case like that, or do they examine that, or do they throw it out? Because why? We're saying that if somebody is mentally ill or mentally challenged, then there's certain things that they're not going to recognize. This mother allowed this situation, and she deserves whatever she gets, but he didn't deserve that because she allowed it. And let's not sit here and act like this is some new stuff that just popped out all up. No, this stuff has been going on. I'm not saying it's right, but y'all gotta wake up, because the same women that be up on these panels talking about, oh, these men are y'all use that word so loose, but y'all don't say that about women. And we got some women out here that are straight, predators. But we don't give the same energy. She allowed that. You know why? And this is what I think, Great Vibes, because usually, and the Great Vibes know, as long as we've been having these conversations, right? Most times, women protect things that they have done themselves, and they fight for it. So there could be a time in this woman's life that she has done the same thing. She didn't see a problem with it. How come you don't see a problem with a 20-year-old young man in your house with your daughter? Why is that not a problem? What you got going on up in here? So why are we focused on this? This is an adult. Yeah, both of them are adults, but this woman is obviously way older than this 20-year-old young man and her daughter. And remember, sometimes when you're mentally challenged, you're a certain age in the mind. Shahrzad Ali say some of y'all women is 14 in the head. So y'all don't even make decisions like a grown person. You don't even make responsible decisions, which is why you never take accountability. So at the end of the day, it just angers me that we pass him off like that, because he was allowed to do something. We don't know. She could have had them up in there performing and for her to get off. We don't know what was going on up in there. All we know is what we heard. Was it wrong for him to be up in there dealing with the little girl? Absolutely. But it was wrong that the overseer of the house allowed it. That to me is neglect. That's irresponsible, and it's on her.
We don't know
That's
if
on
she
her.
allowed it. She came home.
That's what I wanted to say. We
No,
don't
no,
know if she
no,
allowed
no.
it.
She knew.
Allegedly.
No,
We
the
don't
girl
know.
already.
We don't know.
I got. Here it is, right here. It says, and the mom's best friend is dropping receipts, saying
We
she
don't
knew
know that
about
those
him a long
receipts are
time
That's her
ago.
accurate.
cousin.
We
That's
don't
her
know
Hold
that
on,
cousin's
to be
friend.
true.
hold on 1 second. She said she didn't just come home one day and find some random man under her bed, her daughter's bed. Allegedly. Now, if y'all sitting on this panel and you think you gonna say, tell me that this lady did not know about that 20-year-old guy dealing with her daughter in that house, asking for money or whatever, I believe that. It may not be true, but I believe it, because I understand how a lot of these mothers be operating. Just like the lady said, They are out to destroy their children, their boys, their daughters, because they're jealous of their daughters and they destroy their sons. This is not too far from that. She probably try to make it look like, oh, I don't know about it, so I'ma just go ahead. We don't know. But if there's a text message revealing that stuff, maybe all that stuff will come out later. But I'm convinced that that woman knew. She absolutely knew. Ain't no way she didn't know that boy was dealing with her. And ain't no way she didn't know what that boy was doing.
But how is
No,
that?
So I'm gonna
How
add
is
this.
that?
I'm
ain't
gonna
no
throw
Now
way.
hold
this
on.
in there. Was the boy?
Wait. Remember, y'all, this is being recorded. When people go back and watch these replays, they don't like a lot of over talking. They don't like that. All right. I get tired of seeing these messages. Hey GV, you need to do better. Okay. Before y'all speak,
First,
hold on a second. Tara, we got new people on the panel. Tara, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
All right. So how long you been watching?
I don't know, about a month or so.
No. Tonight's live.
Oh, tonight's live? I've been watching it for the last hour.
Okay, go ahead. What you got?
Okay, so there's a couple of things that I want to address. One, if what the lady said was true about the mother allowing the 20-year-old man to come over to the house if he had money for a bill, it sounds to me that perhaps Mother Dearest was trying to trick her out. And if Mother Dearest was off at her boy toy's house to get money, then she was doing it the same, allegedly. The other thing that I want to say is, as a parent of a child who has special needs, one thing remains the same: right and wrong. Does he know right? Does he know wrong? I have a 20-year-old special needs child, okay? He still has to abide by society's rules and laws, because just because he has a special need or just because he's autistic, the expectation and the rules don't change. He knows without a shadow of a doubt who he can befriend, who he can hang around, and what ages they must be to protect him. Because the bottom line is he was a 20-year-old man messing around with a 13-year-old child. And even if Mommy Dearest knew about it, a child cannot consent. Period.
They say you can in Memphis.
Now,
Okay,
they
in
say a lot of
California.
things in Memphis.
Hold on one second. Go ahead, finish, Tara.
A child cannot consent. You have to be the age of majority in order to consent to anything of that nature with somebody. And there has to be a less than a certain amount of years age gap once the child becomes age of majority and is still messing with a child. Like here in Nebraska, I think it's like 3 years. She has to be a minimum of 15 and he has to be no more than 18. It's still gross, but speaking by the law, which is what the court system goes off of, a child can't consent.
Okay, I appreciate that. Look like we had hold on one second, let me get this next person. Again, everybody, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. Right now we had 296,000 taps, and again, thank y'all so much for tapping, y'all. Let's go ahead and push that up to 300,000. All right. Real, how you doing? Real, how you doing?
How you doing? I'm so glad to be up here on the panel again. Thank you for the guests. But what I was saying, but what the other previous lady said, that I believe the mother knew about it. The reason why I say that is because I grew up in the same type of conditions in my own house, and my mother knew about what was going on with my sisters, but chose to do nothing about it because she was looking for the support from the stepdaddy. And also, I believe she knew about it because the daughter had said that her mama always said to her, if I catch so in my house, I'm gonna do this to him. I'm gonna do this to a person if I catch him in my house. So she already knew to say that she had to have some type of foreknowledge or knew he had been in there for her before for her to keep making a statement like that. Then thirdly, the mama definitely gonna get charged, and she should, because she let the boy get all the way outside to do that to him when he was leaving. Why not do it in the bedroom, inside the house? She let him get all the way out, so she very well know what she was doing. That's why she shouldn't walk for that. And as far as him being special needs, like the other woman said, don't nobody know what his mindset was. He might be 20 in number, but 12 in his cognitive thinking skills. Because I had a niece that just ain't been long passed away at 45, but her mental capacity was of a 13-year-old, and she's 45. So I'm not making the excuse for him what he did, but that does play a role in it. So
This is an update from the Memphis locals right here. Great vibes. It's a message from one of the well-renowned brothers that I talked to on here. It says that the locals of Memphis says that the mother was selling the daughter. She unalived dude because he owed her money. She is quoted, "If dude ain't got my money, I'ma unalive him." She's now being charged with premeditated,
and you know what?
murder.
I don't mean to cut y'all off, but I personally know something about that. My sister was into her addiction for years, and my niece was like 11 years old, 11 and 12. My sister was tricking my niece out, and she did it for years. And right now, they don't have a really good relationship. My niece is like, I got many nieces. My mom had a lot of children, but that niece right now is about 46, and my sister's like 66, and they don't get along for oil and water. And my sister keep living out of guilt and allowing my niece to disrespect her because she's trying to make up for when she was 11 and 12. Oh, my sister don't get high any longer, but still she's been guilt-ridden with that for years because of what she did with my niece. So my niece was the parent at 11 and 12 years old. She was stealing clothes and stealing food for them to eat, while my sister was out there on her, snowflakes and everything. So I can believe it. And I had two sisters that did that traded their daughters out for those little white pieces of soap.
So did you know that at the time it was happening, or did you find that out later?
I found it out later that this was going on with my nieces. And I did confront both of my sisters about what was going on. And they were so far in their addiction, they tried to deny it. But they couldn't have, because that same niece who I was talking about the first time, that what happened to her, she was stealing food and clothes for them to eat. My mom and I actually walked in my sister's house and caught her at 12 with a man in his 30s. And my sister was in the kitchen doing what she was doing with the pieces of soap, and that man had to be my sister's dealer while my niece was in there, and we ran him out of the house. But it happens.
So
Kanai,
you said it was
yes.
it was you said
What's that?
It was updated information.
Yes, it said Memphis locals. It's just something that he put in my on the comment the video that I sent him, and he said, and he ain't gonna just talk. So he said it's an update from Memphis locals, but the mother was selling the daughter.
So I put, not to say anything about this, but not to ruin the panel number, but I know firsthand what she's talking about, and I lived it. I even wrote my book about it. So I lived this experience, and it does happen. And I'm 62. So all this went on in my house, everything you could think of, from the rooter to the tutor, from the age I was 5.
And allowed by the who? So you're saying it was allowed by the who?
By my mama. My mama was, she was wrong what she was doing, but I'm not going to put her alcoholism, because she was a weekend user of alcohol. And just out of her dependency on a pedophile, she allowed that to happen to her daughters. So I don't make no excuses for my mom, because my mom said that his ex-wife had told her, not to let him in her house because of what he had did to their daughters. And my mom still let this man come in. And then before she died, I had a conversation with her about it. I said, Mom, she was about in her 50s, and I said, Mom, I just got to ask, why did you let that happen? And my mama said that's the only regret I ever had raising y'all, because she said Marie told me that he was gonna do the same thing to my daughters that he did to hers, and she should have listened to him. But my mama say she didn't, because she at that time they depended on men to take care of them, and she said she had all them little small children he was taking care of, so she let that go. And I just like, mama, I still don't see how you did it, and especially when she walked in and she caught him.
Were
So
you able to get you
I
some
will say
help and go
this.
to therapy and heal yourself?
yeah, I
Sister?
mean, I've been through it, but I mean, I'm okay with it. I thank God it didn't bother me, and I hate that it happened to my sisters. And my mama and my sister, one of them is still living, and the other one has passed away along with my mama. But it was a lot going on in that house.
As long as you
Lot.
taking care of your
I will say
mental and
this.
health
If
today.
Yeah, I am. I've been through counseling. I
and I'm
also
sorry that
take
happened to
medicine
you.
for
I'm so
PTSD,
sorry.
and so it's a lot. But
All
you
right.
know,
All right. Let's
So
go.
has the mom
Go
been
ahead, Coco.
has there been any case updates on the mom? Does she have any new charges that say child endangerment, child trafficking, anything like that added to this case? Because we can only go on what the documents are in the court. There will be a lot of stories that come up, and I believe the mom had something to do with it too, but I
It's
have to go on
coming.
facts.
Okay.
So
They're
Yeah.
going to
I hope
Whoa, whoa,
investigate
whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold
I'm
on, prayer.
sorry. I'm
comes out in
sorry.
the
Prayer.
I'm
next couple of
sorry.
Hold on,
days.
prayer.
I apologize.
Go ahead, Coco. Was you finished?
Because we can only go on facts. Now, I
Right.
will say this: stay out of people's houses. I don't care. There's no like. We act like the mom would have. I don't know. I'm just looking at it from outside, like a detective would have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we found out later that he's mentally ill or has special needs or whatever. At the time when you pop up in my house, your needs are special, whatever, that's not a question. I'm looking at it as a parent coming home, you find somebody in your house, you have to teach them to stay out of people's houses. He was invited into her house by a 13-year-old child. And remind you, there are other kids in the house. There's a baby in the house.
So
There's a
again,
10-year-old in the house.
at the time, this is what the story that was put out, that the young lady let him in. Well, that's all the information we had at the time. And still you have to take that with a grain of salt, because kids, they're very quick to lie, right? And even with the new information we have with the young lady saying, no, the mama got him an Uber ride over there, so the mama knew he was coming to get that bill money. So it's a lot at play here, but again, it's still a developing story, because right now I'm trying to pull up some affidavits. Hold on one tight. Prayer, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. It just like, this is complicated, but I'm not going to just take all the information and throw out what I dislike and try to get my own narrative. I'm going to stick with what's being said until proven differently. Now, we all know she was after that money for that light bill. You can't just cast that to the side like that man just found that house by accident.
That's why I posed the question, why was he over there?
For the bill money. And I'll bet you he had a guardian. I bet you his mother was guarding his money, and he was probably paying bills at her house and this house and whatever else he was doing. But in today's economy, that's not going too far, but it went far enough. I'll rest.
All right. Unstoppable, how you doing?
Good evening, everyone.
It's a movie came out when Denzel Washington called Unstoppable. Go ahead.
Really?
Yeah, he was on a train and he couldn't get that train to stop, so they had to go in reverse and like a long time so they can try to attach on their train to the other train, and that train, it just didn't work. They was like losing tires and brakes and shit. The brake pads went bad. Do you know trains got brake pads?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
And they don't stop.
hold on, y'all said yeah. Trains ain't got no damn brake pads.
They got something that they break to stop with.
Right.
Yes, they do.
No,
I would think
I'm
they're gonna
just talking. Go ahead, Unstoppable. I'm sorry, y'all went off. I went to
Ray
the left.
Blige, when you get a chance, you need to see the movie The Odyssey.
I
The
do.
Odyssey.
Yes, yes. Yes.
And I'm going to look up, I'm going to watch that movie that you just said, Unstoppable, because that sounds like a good movie.
Oh, it is. But go ahead. What you got on the topic?
So I'm a mother. I only have one daughter. I'm single. I've been single for 5 years, right? But from my perspective, with everything's coming out, and me being a mother, and y'all think the things that he was supposed to come over there and give her money for a light bill.
That's
Well,
allegedly.
let me say, this isn't the first time that I think this young man had been to this woman's house. Okay, because how was she comfortable with letting him get in the Uber for this young man to come over her house? Not only that, this baby is 13 years old. And for me being a mother and having a daughter that's 13 years old, I feel like that it was more to the story of just a 13-year-old girl. We got to look at the mother too. We don't know if the mother was sleeping with the boy too, or
I said that
was she
too.
selling her daughter to this young man?
I
Like,
said
we
that
don't
too.
know what's going on, and the truth, none of the truth is coming out. Why? Because she's lying, and she probably didn't coach her daughter to lie. You understand what I'm saying? Like, do anybody look at it like that? You
It's
know?
all kind of ways to look at it, Unstoppable. But I just hear a lot of biasness right now. You know, it's funny how the female mind works, but no, it's a lot of ways to look at that. I wouldn't say that it's too far from the situation as far as what you just said. So no,
Me
but
being a female,
yeah.
we can be dangerous. We can be dangerous, especially when we are not in the right mind. We can be dangerous.
A lot of
And
times,
it's sad.
not in the right mind. I mean, just want to throw that out there. So I
Exactly.
just yeah.
Exactly.
And what
That's the
Kanai said,
problem.
and what Kanai said was absolutely true. It is a lot of bias going on, not only on the panel but also in the chat. Y'all know one thing about this channel: we look at everything. Okay,
Exactly.
I made it very clear. We heard, of course, I don't want to hear from a little girl on this channel. Okay, because again, I know teenagers lie. And then that
And
girl
you
is
know what's so sad?
hold on, baby. I know the girl is
Okay.
13. My daughter was 13. Once upon a time, I wouldn't want her on the social media platform talking to no damn body as a father. I don't give a damn what circumstances it is. You ain't finna talk to no damn body. So we can't expect to hear from her. About an hour ago, I saw in the chat, have we heard from the 13-year-old? I hope we don't hear from her. Let the child advocates take care of that, right? Let the court documents come out and we can read from that. Right, somebody to speak for this young lady, because again, we don't know what she's dealing with mentally, right? We don't know what position her mother put her in, because apparently there's no father in the home. So everything that little girl knows, she know from her mother. I mean, it said it right there. I mean, it was plain as day, right? Allegedly that the mama wasn't at work. She was over some man's house. When I heard that story, I had to sit back. I said, so you mean to tell me she got off work? One thing with Memphis, the only thing that's open, especially if you're working full time, is warehouses, like FedEx. It's a few warehouses over there off Lamar that's open up. If you're familiar with Memphis, UPS, they're not just gonna let you just walk off their warehouse floor. Not like that. It's a process you got to go through. So you mean to tell me she immediately got up, according to the story that was released, and rushed home? Again, how come the police wasn't notified? 911 wasn't notified that somebody was inside their house? That says a lot right there. That tells me she knew this guy. That's one.
Great vibes.
Go ahead.
Did you see the daughter's page on the video where she has a video up, and on the video she says, my bad baby,
yes,
I'm so sorry, I can't hide it. Did you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
And then she said, they just don't know the real story, baby daddy. Long live you, my baby. F my mama.
right there. They don't know the real story. Right there.
I,
So in the chat,
Y'all be,
do
this
I
is what I'm
seen that
saying.
too.
It's so much biasness, boy.
listen, in the chat, if you're on the panel, just put it in the chat. Do this story sound familiar? Do y'all remember when we was dealing with Tory Outlaw, Allie Carter?
Mm.
It was a lot of shit we didn't know because even the mother came up here and lied. And we had to find out otherwise. And now we're talking to the sister of the mama, which spilled a lot of information. So again, that it drew questions. Why did you call 911? Your ass stay in South Memphis, Walker Homes. The police would have been there. If somebody's in your home that you're saying they're not supposed to be there, the police would have beat your ass there. Trust me, okay? With the Memphis Safe Task Force, they ass would have been there. Why did you call 911? All right? Number 2, with this daughter, okay, it's a lot going on that y'all don't know. It's going to come out in the future. So I want y'all to understand, right now, I'm pointing all fingers back to the mama. That's
Thank
why,
you, Great Vibes.
That's why I posed that question. Is this young man, is he a victim here?
Yes, I believe so.
I'm not condoning anything that has to do with a grown man messing with a minor and a grown woman messing with a minor. Because again, you run your numbers over the past 3 years, is women been doing more raping than men. Truth be told. But different topic, different day. When she made that statement, I can only imagine what she's been going through and how she's been trained by her mother. Because apparently y'all see right now, why the father ain't speaking out? Where's the daddy? So many questions.
That's what I want.
So many questions.
Well, she obviously, looking at her page, she don't have no respect for her mama. I mean, she in her mind, she thinks she grown. And see, that's what people don't be failing to realize. The example that you set in front of a child as a mother, if you're not teaching them that they have a place in the home, then they will begin to act like you. They will begin to believe that they have power. I don't know if you remember, Gray Vibes, but there was a young lady this happened last year. She unalived her mother. She was 16 years old. She took her mother up out of here. Well, what I observed in the page and just looking at, their lifestyle and things like that, I can tell that this mother was giving this child power. She was allowing her to do what she do, dress like she dressed, talk, got all this rap stuff going on, like, this is that. And she was feeding her so much power to the point that this little girl is like, if you try to tell me what to do, if you try to run my life from here on out, I got so much power that you gave me. I'm going to show you I'm crazier than you. I'm going to show you I got more power than you now because you gave it to me. And so now I'm about to let you feel it. And I believe that this girl got so led and delusional and powerful in her 16-year-old mind that she now took on the role of her mama. And to assert power, she took her mama out of here, Great Vibes. She unalived her own mama. If you looked at the video, the mother was doing all this stuff for her, putting her on, to me, what would seem like a mutual ground. And when you put your child on a mutual ground with you and you've been doing it for years and you never correct them, you let them have what they want, you buy what they want you to get. If you don't get it, it's just like that little boy told his mama. He said, she said, why did you take my credit card and get what you got? And he said, because I wanted to. I ain't got to ask you, B.
I know exactly which people you talking about. They on TikTok.
So you're giving authority away to a child. You know, this is why the word says that and a child shall lead them, because you're giving over the power to the children and no longer are the parents leading. And so these types of situations, I'm looking at this little girl's page right now. She ain't got no clothes on. She loose.
Yeah, that's
She
why.
out there.
That's why when I seen the first, and I said this yesterday, when I seen that first post, I damn near threw my phone out the window. I'm not finna look at that mess.
You can't. You better not let nobody see you looking at it either, because they're gonna be like, you know what I mean?
GV is a pedo.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you just on the page trying to investigate. But I'm looking at a video right now. She got on the 2-piece. She rubbing across her front, area, and you can see her belly. She's 13. You ain't gonna tell me that her mama didn't know that she was active. You're not gonna tell me that her mama didn't know about what she was doing. And if she was selling herself, unfortunately, this girl has a lot of other internal trauma that's going on with her, because that's why she's saying F my mama. You know what Nia Long said, Great Bibles? I'm gonna shut up.
No, go ahead.
Nia Long said that when she was 17, her mother tried to give her away to a 30-year-old man. She said, I could not understand why my mom would do this. See, this is where the resentment comes from. But you ladies out here that have these issues with your moms, y'all scared of your mamas. You don't say nothing to her. But Nia Long said on that platform, she said, my mother was trying to give me away. She said, I was still in high school. She said, but she didn't have no concern about, like, she wanted me to go with this man. And she said, I could not believe, she said, would you allow that? She asked her, she said, would you allow that to happen, or your child? She said, because I couldn't do that. She's saying herself how that made her feel, but she felt like her mama wasn't protecting her. She was giving her up. I have a friend that was doing the same thing when she was in Atlanta. Her mother was telling her, he's older, he got money, you need to go ahead and handle that. He was in the baseball league back in the day.
What podcast
That's when
was that Nia
Deion
Long on?
Sanders and David Justice and them was around. Was in that era of Great Vibes. So she was telling me the same thing. Mama giving up the daughter to older men that got some money. But yeah, that's what Nia Long said. She said she was 17 years old and her mother had no problem with
What
her giving
podcast
her
is
up
that on?
to this man.
What podcast is that on? That I
You
can
know
go
what?
watch that.
It was you know what? It was an old one, and it was an older one. I don't know what the name of that podcast is. I would have it's
So
on my
this
page
wasn't
though. I have to go
a
find
recent
it.
interview.
It wasn't just recently. No, it was some time ago.
Okay,
But
because
Nia
she's
Long
taking her
said this
mama
out
on
of
tour with her now,
yeah.
talking about how she love her. So I just wanted to go see that.
Yeah, well, Nia Long said this out of her own mouth about her own mother. And black women, look, and it don't matter, black, white, it don't matter. But we have stories. They have stories that they are holding on to that they rarely let out. But you know what they do, Great Vibes? Don't blame the mama. Give her the grace. Put the blame on daddy that wasn't even there, or put the blame on the men in the community. This is what's happening. That's why they keep getting away, because the men ain't getting away. It's the women who get away. And that's why I say I see the biasness, because it's never us as a whole, Great Vibes. It's always one person. And I'm not making the situation be right because he was mentally ill or challenged or whatever and whatnot. But I just hear the difference, because even when the lady Tara was up here, notice what she said. She said he's a young man. But Great Vibes, how long have you been listening to women say that it is a little girl when they're 18 and they're 20? How long have you been hearing them say that? They don't never say that she's an adult. They don't never say that. But you know why they don't say that? Because the older woman understands that the younger woman is her competition. So she wants to see her as a little girl and give her a pass. But she's not a little girl. She's an 18-year-old woman, young woman. She's a 20-year-old woman. But they don't do that. This woman on the panel and this woman down here at the bottom specifically said young man. They made an emphasis on young man. Young man. He 18, he 20, young man. But when
She's
we deal
13.
with girls or when we deal with women, a female, the age of 18, 19, 20, 21, they say, oh, that's a little girl. They don't call her a woman.
Well, it depends on what race you're
Hold
talking
on,
about because she's
No, it ain't no race.
wait.
It don't matter because that
It
woman was
depends on what
19.
race you're
Y'all,
talking
y'all,
about
hold,
because
y'all,
they
You
call
triggered.
everybody,
different
hold
races
on,
different
hold on,
class.
whoa. I
She's
said,
13.
hold on, okay? Let's not get triggered here, okay? Because that's what I hear. Do y'all remember when that story happened between Diddy and Cassie? Cassie came out, told her story, how she met Diddy, and it was the first time they laid down and had sexual relations when they was in Florida. Y'all remember that? They was on a boat doing their thing.
Yes.
They was in Florida. The narrative that was going around the internet, she was still a little girl.
Right.
At 19.
Yep.
Which justifies Kana's statement, what she just said.
But it also, wait a minute.
No.
Can I just add this little bit? I'm not disagreeing with you saying.
Go ahead.
I'm saying when it's BLK, we're grown women. But when it's other races, they're little girls.
That's
I
not
agree
true.
with you
That's
saying.
false.
Yes, it is.
That's not true.
Different. Yes, it is. I've seen it to be true.
No,
So
you
say
see it to
you
be true,
haven't-
but it's
say
not.
your opinion
It's
is
not.
you've seen it to
It's
be
not
true.
true, ma'am.
But I've seen it. It's
But
true.
see, you're very biased.
No, and so are you.
You've been biased
And so
the
are
whole
you.
time.
And so
No,
are
I'm not
you.
biased. I'm trying to see both sides.
That's
That's a
your
13-year-old child. 13, 8th grade. 8th grade.
Yes,
She's not
she's a child.
young girl.
Absolutely.
Listen, okay,
She's a
okay.
child.
Not what I'm talking about.
Again, y'all, we gotta listen to comprehend and understand. Okay, I made this clear on yesterday. This topic here is very triggering because sometimes topics like this will force us to look in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't like to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So again, Kana, go ahead and finish up. Again, y'all listen. Kana is she's one of the moderators. Okay. Let's show a little decorum here. All right. So I gotta go hit my vape and tend to my son because his pepper is hanging halfway off his ass.
Get your vape. You gotta go get lit.
Go ahead, Kana.
Yeah, I pretty much said what I wanted to say. I'm not dealing with the 13-year-old concept right now with the
No,
child.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Kanai, but I'm just
why,
saying.
am I talking? Am I talking? I'm not dealing with her. I'm looking at how we are when we look at us girls and women when we are a certain age and we call the girls or the female that is the 18, 20, 19, 20, 21, we say little girl. I just came off a panel today that just said little girl at the age, and I just had to tell them that's not a little girl, that's a young woman. I just literally said that. And I've been dealing with that for 5 years on this app, so I know what's going on. I've talked to thousands of people on this app, right? So what I'm saying is, but when it is a young male, he is 18, 19, 20, it is stressed. It is emphasized that young man. That's what the sister up there that just came up here was saying. That's how she said it, Tara. She said, young man. I need us to get away from, I'm not done. Don't come off of mute just because you triggered. I'm saying what we need to get away from is the biasness between the male and the female. Count it all, call it all out. Don't let nobody get away. Don't let nobody get a pass. If it's wrong, mute your mic, Tara. Not done. Don't let nobody get a pass. We need to call out the female. We need to call out the male. If the female is wrong, let her be wrong. And if she 18 and she wrong, let her be wrong. In this case, of course, she's 13, but she's still wrong because she know right from wrong. We're not letting her off the hook too because you know better too. She knows better than to be dealing with, sleeping around with a 20-year-old young man. And if you look at her profile, she is into sexual activity. So she know good and well what she's doing. And I'm not letting her 13-year-old behind off the hook. With her naked behind in the mirror, posing, rubbing her hand all over her breast. You're not going to sit up here and tell me that she cannot be held accountable. She's 13 years old. She can form an opinion. She is now able to know right from wrong. That's what you said earlier. All I'm trying to say is let's be fair because we got to catch people who are poisoning the community. And we can't do that when we give one a pass and then hang the other one. No, both of them, all three of them are wrong. Mama, daughter, and the young mentally disabled young man. Ain't nobody getting off on my clock. Let God be the judge. But on this earthly heaven, earth right here, this earthly realm, we judge righteous judgment. They're all wrong from the mama to the daughter. And it just irritates me that we do this when this comes up because for some reason, Kiki, for some reason, we have the propensity as females to make sure that we get a pass. I'm so sick and tired of that. We have got to stop doing that because you getting away with crimes that you should be jailed for. You're getting away with things that you should be held accountable for. But don't nobody do it to you. Because you know why? Because society says, well, she's female. We don't want to be held accountable because you know what? If we did, it would mean that we would have to face the same punishment that men do. And we don't want that. Privilege is invisible to those that have it. Classic man, my husband.
Are you saying that's the next person to go, or are you asking who want to go?
No, I'm saying that's what he say. He say privilege is invisible to those that have it. Per classic man, my husband. I'm saying that he says the quote. But no, y'all, whoever next can go ahead and take them out. Sorry I took too long, but this get kind of close to me because I don't like the biasness. I don't like the unfair treatment. I just think that it is irresponsible of us and judgmental of us and chickens. What my mama used to say, you're slick and you're trying to give a woman a pass, the women a pass, when clearly everybody in this situation should not get a pass. I don't care. This 13-year-old girl, please go to her. Somebody go to her profile. Go look at her. This girl got her tongue licking out, got glossy lips. She flailing her hair. Come on now.
You are
don't get no
absolutely
pass.
You are absolutely right. I agree with you on that. But I'm saying whether it's situation like this or other situations, our BLK kids are often called grown adults and other kids are often called children.
On the news.
On the news, right. That's what I was
Not
saying.
among us talking, we do not say that.
Exactly. I agree. That's all I was saying.
Yes, Sister Coco. I understand what you mean.
And my mother used to say,
Go ahead.
my mother used to say, because my boys had got in trouble and I was treating them, like you said, babies. My mother told me, she said, wait a minute. After a certain age, she said, and you could think for yourself and you can talk back. She said, you be held accountable from then on. Like the woman said up there earlier, no matter what the age is, when you know right from wrong, you are now held accountable for your actions, period.
I wasn't trying to
Right.
give the girl a pass. I was not trying to give the girl a pass at all. I was saying,
Please don't take what I said personal. I'm talking in general.
I get that. I'm not triggered. I just want to clarify. I said age of consent. I said right from wrong. Age of consent in Memphis, as per Google, is 18. 18 years old is when you can say yes or no to sexual activities. Okay? She is a girl. She is a child by law. He is not. He is chronologically not a child, which would make him a man. I'm not giving anybody a pass, just so that we're clear. Yes, I agree. All three are wrong in that situation. The only thing that I question with him is, did he know right from wrong? Was he mentally capable to know right from wrong? And that is all. If he were alive, which unfortunately he's not, but if he were, that is the only thing that a judge will consider, because if he cannot, he is not fit to stand trial.
Okay, can I intervene there? I'm gonna put myself out there. I have a mental illness, right? So what you saying is, and as far as the law is concerned, I have a disability. I get money for my disability. So you saying that I can go out here and commit a crime, and because I have a mental illness, that I'm not going to be charged in that capacity? I know right from wrong. I'm sure he knew right from wrong. That is what you're saying.
That is not what I'm saying. You're twisting what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if he was not capable of being able, if he was found not to be mentally fit to stand trial, meaning that he could not function in society as an adult and make those choices, that he was that mentally degraded, that he was not considered to be able to do those things, then no, he would not have stood trial.
I'm mentally degraded. The same thing.
Okay, listen, because I don't want us to veer too far off. He's not here to defend himself, unfortunately. Okay, so we really can't speak on him. We could say a lot of what ifs, this and that. He's not here now. If he was here, now they give us room to have this conversation. We don't know. So the question is, why was the mother so quick to unalive him? Okay. 2 is, why was he there to begin with? That's the question that nobody cannot answer yet. Nobody have the answer to, not at this present moment. When we get that question answered, I bet you it's going to open up a lot of bullshit. Okay. So again, why was this guy there and how he get over there? Because again, now the Uber story makes sense. Allegedly, mama sending the Uber over there to come pick him up from across town so she can get that bread. Allegedly. So what are we doing here? Yeah, you can see you can see my daughter. You can see my daughter as long as you give me this money. Because allegedly, she's been knowing it's been going on for 2 years. So it doesn't matter if it was the back porch, the front porch. She probably said the back porch because, again, we don't know. Do y'all know what the Walker Homes is set up like out there in South Memphis? No, I do. They redid that whole area out there. A lot of interest is you go through the back. Y'all know how some of these houses now is built from the back?
Yep, they got some of those in Houston.
So we got to do a little bit more deep diving before we make
Good afternoon. You know why I pulled you over?
I know
Really,
you
I was
lied.
under the limit. You rolled through a
I know
stop
you
sign.
lied.
Wait, are you even licensed to drive?
Hard to say.
Hey, don't stop the car. Dispatch, suspect vehicle just took off on foot.
Dude, that dog wrong. That's a damn shame.
That's that man who be doing hold my taco.
That's a damn shame. That dog want to get out. That dog want to get out of there. Shout outs to Colonizer. Colonizer, I figured it was your ass. Thank you so much for throwing that big booty courage. I really appreciate it. And again, everybody that's watching, I hit that button 15 seconds ago. Raggedy piece of shit. But everybody that's watching,
Great vibes. Great vibes.
15 seconds
vibes.
for that sound to come through and go some shit. But for everybody that's watching, Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all for tapping the screen right now. We at 324,000 taps. Y'all are fucking
Yes.
amazing. Y'all are fucking
Thanks for the
amazing.
gifts, you guys.
Shout outs to y'all. Oreos, thank you so much for the hand hearts. Look here, y'all. We are 10 hearts away from completing the live goal. We've been sitting here for 2 hours and 48 minutes. Okay? I ain't finna have no more asses dealing with y'all. Y'all, let's go ahead and complete that live. Let's go ahead and complete that. Hold on, Kayla is showing out. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Kayla is showing out. Kayla! Shout out to you, Kayla. Kayla! Appreciate it.
Who brings the vibes? Great vibes. Hey. What number? Great vibes. Hey. Who wants the truth? Wait through. Turn it up. Great vibes. Great vibes on 10. Let the whole world know. Truth, laughs, and energy.
Colonizer, Kayla, boarding up, Marshawn. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate it.
From the shiny head to the headphones back, from the facts to research to the phone we bring back. Great vibes on 10. Forever our friends. Turn it up loud.
Colonizer, perfume, colonizer. Shout out to y'all.
Great vibes on 10.
Oh, see, y'all look at the love, y'all. Look at the love, y'all. Man, raggedy, bro. Y'all, shout outs to Diana coming in, just throwing the party with Colonizer. You had Colonizer, Perfume, Diana just coming in short. Well, hold the hell on. Marshawn, you had Boarding Up. You had Kayla. Kayla, you started that shit. And I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming in and showing this type of love. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much.
Good afternoon. You know why I pulled you over? Not really. I was under the limit. You rolled through a stop sign and... Wait, are you even licensed to drive? Hard to say. Hey, don't... Stop the car! Dispatch, suspect vehicle just took off on foot...
Damn shame. Damn shame. I just asked people to hit the live goal and y'all coming in just throwing everything at the damn screen. That's right, Kiki. That's a damn shame they treat that dog like that. So again, Colonizer, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Remember, every day something is coming out. But like Colonizer, thank you for the hand heart. Sparkle, thank you. Queen Momo, thank you so much for the I'm Unstoppable. I can't even get my words out. Thank you so much, Queen Momo. Thank you so much. Listen, y'all, again, this still a developing story. New information is still coming out, okay? But I guarantee you it's more and more people that's going to come out and say something that knows about this family. All right? We're not going to act like this young lady, she just, she off the hook here. I'm not finna go back to her page because, again, I'm disgusted and I don't want to look at it. Number one is she's underage. So I'm not going to sit here and just scroll through her account and say, damn, like that's fucked up. No, I don't get down like that. So women, I suggest you all to go over there to that little girl's page like that's your niece or that's your daughter. Most of y'all, if that was y'all daughter, y'all would have beat her ass. But look at her page. Look at that bullshit. All right? Somebody said something yesterday, and I think it was earlier today. Something probably happened to this young lady when she was younger. We don't know. But again, why is the mother away from the home entertaining another guy at 1:30 in the morning and your kids are left alone at the house? That says a lot about her behavior. So could she be introduced to something, exposed to something when she was younger, which made her very hypersexual the way she is? We don't know. But trust me, more and more information is going to come out. But this daughter is not a victim here. People keep making assumptions like that this guy came in and did something to her. The mama never said that when she walked in, he was in the act of doing something with her daughter. Now, the new Tennessee law justifies an unaliving behind that. But he was hiding. Why was he hiding? Well, the daughter could have said, hey, my mama home, get up underneath the bed. Or she either texted him, called him, came in the house, oh, you get my money, I'm finna blow your ass off. And he was running from that. We don't know. So again, remove your personal feelings from this. Let's look at this logical. Look at the bigger picture here. That's all I ask. Man, fucking with y'all, man, gonna make my ass got a doo-doo, bruh. Listen, Sparkle, thank you for the 17 popular votes, and also Colonizer, thank you for rolling out the slide coaster bit because it's hot outside and we all need to get wet. Take that the way you want to take it. Yes, Coco, let it be a lesson to us all. You said, GV, can you give us her TikTok? I'm not going to say anything. If Kana feel comfortable doing that, that's on her. I'm not going to say nothing. Now, again, the reason why I turned the platform over to Kana, because she's a content creator. She's been on this platform for 5 years, ran hundreds, if not thousands of platforms and live streams. So she know how this works. That's why I asked her to take over the platform. So again, that's up to her. Kana, you can unmute. That's up to you. You can say yes, no. That's entirely up to you.
What do they want? What happened? I'm sorry.
They
This
they want to ask. They asking for this girl's social
they
media
put it in the
handle.
comments. They put it in the comments.
Can somebody drop it in the comments? And Kana,
Yeah, they did already.
Did you
It's
pin it?
down there. Oh, let me pin it.
Oh,
Oh, it won't let me pin.
Oh, because y'all on the panel. I could pin it this way. Is that her name? ARIA? Is that her name?
Don't
Yeah.
pin it, Great
Mm-mm.
Vibe.
I'ma
Let
do it.
somebody else pin it.
Can't nobody pin it while y'all on the platform. So I'm going to do
Yeah,
it. It's going to
Kiki
be.
got it.
It's going to be. Y'all see? It's going to be a half a second pin. Okay. Boom.
She got
Y'all
two
see it
profiles.
right there. It 9 is off. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's her
She
name.
got two profiles. But no, this is all this what I'm seeing. Mm-mm. She said, I love you to death, and no matter what happens, I'll never stop loving you. This is the message she's sending to this young man.
And then what she said towards her mother, again, that speaks volumes. That speaks a lot of words. Okay.
Do we know where the children are? Are they with family members that the mother is incarcerated? I mean,
I don't know.
being detained.
I don't know the answer to that. I can see
because she still have access. I only say that because she still have access to social media. So again, no one is watching this child.
Okay, check this out, Great Vibes. This is a comment in the comment section. I just want to read this if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
It says, allegedly, the mama knew about the relationship the whole time, y'all. The mama friend got on TikTok live and told everything. She wanted the boy to pay her for the light bill because he would come over and spend the night sometimes. She left her boyfriend's house to meet him at the house to get the money. The boy lied and said he only had cash or something just to come over to see the girl. They got to arguing about it, and she told him to get out the house or some sort. And I think the friend said he called her a bitch, and it went left from there. It was more to the story, y'all. I live in Memphis. Trust me, word gets around. Don't act like people that ain't living in these places and don't know
Trust
what's
me.
going on with this situation.
Word gets
Don't act
around
like
quick in Memphis.
quick. I mean, the local news is the best news. And they keep saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna believe that." No, look, people are on the. These are boots on the ground. That's what they call it, boots on the ground.
If you
They
know,
need that
you
lady
know.
that be going to her, doing that little lady that be
Oh
going to
shit.
every
Oh
state
shit.
doing the news.
Her
They need
ass.
her over there.
Her ass.
Right.
But
When they say the streets talk.
Yeah. Oh, the street.
yeah,
Oh, this again. A lot of people that's here watching, y'all don't know about South Memphis.
Right.
South Memphis talk.
Yeah.
They talk.
mm-hmm.
I'm telling y'all. So if it's coming off the streets, I'm gonna believe it.
They the one told
Mm-hmm.
on Steve Harvey wife.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Listen. I did a whole live about Steve Harvey
I
wife.
remember. That's why I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. That's why Steve Harvey got her ass up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And had to put a gate around her mama's house out there in Westwood. And that's why when he bought this bought property out there in what we called it's not too far from the FedEx world headquarters, like the South Wind area. That's why he bought property up in there, because y'all listen, allegedly Steve Harvey's wife was a hoe. At
No, we knew that.
At Northside High School.
And allegedly, they say that Lori is following in her footsteps.
I'm sorry, y'all. My vape fell out of my hand. I don't know who said that. I don't know. And sorry, y'all. Don't worry, y'all. If y'all confused, I did a live stream on it about 3 years ago. Did a whole
They
live
say
on it.
Lori Harvey is following in her footsteps.
I wouldn't. Cause then I had to question, did Steve Harvey hand off Lori to Diddy? Anyway, that's a different topic. I don't want to get
Listen
off
to this,
topic.
Great Vibes. Check this out. Check this out. This is more Memphis local news, right?
That's why Steve Harvey had to shut down his radio station in Chicago and move out to the West Coast, because the Memphis guys came looking for his ass when he got out of jail. But let me be quiet. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's what you said. I remember everything you said too. She says here, now this is a continuation because she's responding, right? So she's saying, where's the proof? Somebody asked. And then she says, allegedly, she said, it's all on Facebook. Now I got the Facebook post. I'm gonna tell you what it is in a minute. Said it's all on Facebook. Trail. I'm trying to get to the trail. Said it's all on Facebook. The mama's best friend got on Facebook and TikTok on an interview and told everything. The mama's friends was all going to give $1,500 on the bond until they actually found out what really happened, and that it was about the boy she had been letting come over. They all got their money back. Look it up. So apparently, or allegedly, the friends was going to get their friend up out of there until they found out what was really going on, is what the girl's saying. Allegedly. Okay? So I'm going to go to Facebook because I'm going to find me some information while y'all sitting here talking. Now we going great vibes, blue magic, boom magic.
Y'all, that go back years. I love it, man. I love it. Go ahead, Golden. How you doing? Welcome to the platform, sweetheart.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I got a shit.
Of course you do. So my thought was,
Great vibe, stupid.
Yeah, right. You know,
and
I
you know
can't
when
even
he
get
gonna
it
be,
out now.
it's gonna come out blue magic.
Y'all silly. So I'm thinking, okay, we don't know the extent of the young man's mental disability, but if he is disabled to the point to where he doesn't understand that shouldn't be happening, my question is, what about his parents or his guardians? he shouldn't have unsupervised access to social media, let alone the ability to go out at 1 o'clock in the morning and go to some little girl's bedroom. And then I also think, we talk about the 13-year-old girl needs to take accountability as well. But to me, that goes back to the parents too. Like, people that are out here dressing their 5-year-old little girls like grown women, thinking it's cute that they're twerking or that they're smart mouth, they talk back, they cuss, all this stuff. Y'all think it's cute when they're little, and then they hit that preteen age, and those hormones come in, and all of a sudden she's just fast for no reason. Well, it's not no reason. Even if you've told her not to be sexual, that doesn't mean that you didn't raise her not to behave that way, or you didn't give her the allowance to be online unsupervised or posting videos rubbing on your chest and all this kind of stuff. So again, she's, I get what y'all are saying. She's not necessarily the victim, but then at the same hand, I'm thinking she is, because these girls don't raise themselves. You know what I'm saying? And the parents got to take accountability. Same thing with the young man. If he's not to be held accountable because of his mental disability, well, then where are those that are responsible for him? And if he's not that mentally disabled, then that's all on him. That's not on them. But I think it all comes back to, if we want to look at the root of the problem, as parents, we've got to do better. We have got to cut this crap. Little girls don't need their fingernails 10 inches long at friggin' 5 years old. They don't need to be showing their belly. This stuff is just not cute. Keep kids out of grown people's conversations. Keep them out of grown people's way of life. This is some grown people don't even need to dress the way they just let these little girls dress. So it's just hard for me not to see her as a little girl that was not properly taught, and that, she's a victim, because either way she's, taken advantage of and not expected to do the right thing when she wasn't given the right example. That's what I wanted to say.
I remember as a child, my mother would only she taught me how to do my nails, how to do manicure, but I could only wear clear fingernail polish until I was 16 years old. They got these kids out here getting pedicures, nails, designs on feet and toes at 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm like, oh my God, my mama, I guess my mama was mean, because I couldn't get no color on my fingernails until I was 16.
You know why?
Right, or even like a light pink, like something.
I couldn't get no color. No color.
Do y'all
Clear.
know, do y'all know why? Do y'all know why that type of behavior is happening?
Why?
Because now a lot of mamas is trying to live their lives through their daughters.
Okay, I could believe that.
All right.
Sure. For sure.
Coco, go ahead, sweetheart. Yeah, hold on. Let's get some of these. Hold on 1 second, Coco. Some of these comments, and let's see. We ride at Blue Magic. Why y'all gotta go on a Blue Magic though? Why are y'all trying to say that they can't be independent with special needs? Man, Red is pissed off. Just because they have sue y'all needs guess mean. Okay, I'm starting to sound like Ben Crump. Let's see. I don't do sexual, but I did the green and skipped school at 12. Yeah, y'all will be surprised how many times police officers get called to these middle schools because of these kids are skipping school and having sex on the side of the building.
In the bathroom.
Can I respond? I'm not saying that special needs people cannot be independent, but there are certain things they can be independent with, and certain things that they, depending on what level, will always need help with. And so again, that's where it falls to the parent or the guardian to be responsible where they can't be held responsible. So I'm not saying that special needs people can't be independent. Please don't take it that way.
I got you. Let's see. I'm just tending to some of these comments because sometimes they be going off on me. GV, did you see my comment? Like the comments be going. Go ahead, Coco.
Once I looked at that TikTok, I'm floored. Charge them all. Charge a little girl for luring, all that. I got nothing to say. Shania, wow, you did your research, baby.
On Facebook now, y'all, it's lit.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
It's lit on Facebook, boy. They getting down.
It's bad.
That boy said in the comments, he said, I thought I was the daddy. So they said this has been a chain. Lord, in the name of Jesus. Come out, devil.
Did y'all
Wait, is the little girl pregnant?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Y'all hold on now. Send me my $5.
Yeah. And I got that info. You got it.
Again, listen, y'all. I want y'all to understand who Kanai is. She just ain't some random person. This woman, she ran her platform for so long, dealing with stuff like this. Started a whole book club for women to help out women on this platform. She ain't new to this. Okay, this is why she's been a moderator for over 4 years on this platform, and she only come out when it when it's topics like this, because again, hey man, this is what she do. What I was about to say, so remember when I played that audio yesterday of the little the girl, the 13-year-old girl, her friend, her op. She said, all right, let me give y'all the tea. Let me tell y'all what's going on with this girl. She ain't who y'all think it is. Coco, did you hear that? What that little girl put out?
The little girl put out the video you talking about?
I most definitely did. I'm researching now.
Yeah, it's her friend. Well, it's not a friend. They not friends. But the girl, she can't be no more than 12, 13 years old too. Well, she dropped the video and told everything about this little 13-year-old girl. How she be catfishing men and also other boys by using fake profiles and fake names. That little girl is out there.
Out there, she wait. Look, it ain't even left field. Great vibes, but she's been out there, and see, here's the thing: when you put yourself out there, you put yourself in the presence of these type of guys who still see themselves as somewhat a child. Shahrzad Ali did not say that people have arrested development for nothing. This is a real thing.
Yes, it is.
This is a real thing. She even said a lot of the men that deal with a lot of women dealing with girls in the mind because they're not past the age of 14 mentally. When y'all don't understand, Great Bob, y'all don't understand. This man had to, he literally had to break down his questions to the point where it's like, okay, first grade. Can you do the first grade question? Because I asked you the 12th grade because you're 45. But I got to come bring you down to the first grade. Because they don't answer logical questions directly. They cannot talk in a conversation. They cannot speak intelligently. They think they are, but they have a propensity to speak from a place of personal things. They can't answer the prompt, right? It's always about them. It's centering themselves. That's what children do. Mine, give me, that's mine. No, mine. When are we gonna grow up? This girl is in the camera, licking her lips.
Man, come on.
She gyrating. She on the bed laying back.
Come on, man.
She doing all kind of stuff that let me know that she is definitely experienced in that department. She worse than Adina Howard at this point, Lord Jesus. She ain't even got on no t-shirt. At least Adina put on a t-shirt.
Oh my goodness. This is bad. This is bad. This is
Now I done found the boy on Facebook.
okay.
Now they saying he got a little reputation here, and it ain't his first time trying to holler.
And underage girls, that is correct.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I seen the text messages.
Right. So this is Arrested Development. I'm gonna give him an excuse. Since everybody want to give girls excuse, I'm gonna give him an excuse. He's in Arrested Development. Mentally, he is not a 20-year-old man. He is a 14-year-old boy. Y'all like that? Do you like them apples? He grown man with the age, but his mentality, why is he talking to these younger girls?
Because somebody his age ain't gonna pay him no attention.
He's small for one. He look like a little third grader.
Not necessarily. If depending on what he had going on. Sorry.
He looked like a little third. He looked the same age as the girl that he been trying to in the comments with. There's comments here, and I got his name. Did they bring his name out?
Yes, you could say his
Okay.
name because he's over the age of he's over the age of 18. You can do
Oh,
that
yeah.
as long as you're 18 or older or you're unalive. You can mention the name.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Well. Okay then. Well, you know what? This is a mess. This is a mess.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Josh, what's going on, big dog?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Man,
I'm
I'm
going back to
chilling.
research.
I'm chilling and trying to take some. I'm looking for some Flintstone vitamins.
I hear that. Ms. Speaks, I had a question for you. How do you define holding somebody responsible for things that they do, specifically in the mentally handicapped guys from his position?
Yeah. Well, if I know, it just depends on the capacity of the person.
So can we agree that it would be knowledge that you're doing something wrong?
Of course. I never
Okay,
negated
so
that.
Didn't understand social construct.
well, social construct is made up, but
No,
to define culpability means that you had knowledge you're doing something wrong. If he had the
I
mental
said
capacity,
already.
okay, so hiding under the bed kind of leads to he
And
did
her
something
hiding
wrong.
him under the bed lets me know that she knows wrong too. Because she
Yes,
probably
but
told him
at
to go hide under the
13,
bed.
your brain isn't fully developed to know the consequences of your actions. That's why we
That's
don't
not
hold
true.
children.
I was 13. I was very much aware of my actions.
Well,
That's a lie.
you understand that you did right or wrong, but you don't. Your brain, the frontal lobe, doesn't develop
I
until
don't
you
I don't do
become.
the frontal lobe thing because when you have parents that tell you what to do and explain to you in detail, okay, you know exactly what you're doing. You gonna go high, get up under the couch or the bed or run outside. You have the mindset to do that too, even as a 13-year-old. I'm
Right.
not doing that.
You understand right and wrong. That's true. But
Mm-mm.
what you don't understand is
I did at
the
13 too.
consequences that come after that, like the
Oh, I knew
long
the
term
consequences.
consequences.
You know what the consequences was for me, Josh? A
Yes, ma'am.
black belt going across my black behind.
Right, but
That's
she may
what
not
the
have had that.
consequences were.
She probably didn't have that strong mother. It was a poisonous
She
mother.
must have had that strong mother because the mother show had a pew pew, so she had something.
Right, but we're defining strong in different terms. Strong is
No, she had a
incapable
strong mother
versus.
because she had a mother that acted just like a masculine man and went out there and took a pew pew and took out the young man that was also in the wrong. So
I
no,
get that.
no, give no passes.
I
Mm-mm.
don't think I'm asking for a pass. I'm thinking
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying I'm not doing it.
I'm not giving the guy a pass either. I think she's culpable, but at her age, she doesn't understand
Well, when
the
you go look at her
consequences of her.
page, you may change your mind.
It still won't because at 13,
Well,
your
it
brain
does
is
for
just
me.
not developed enough to understand the forethought
No, I
of
don't
what's going to
agree with
happen
that.
years down the road.
I don't
And
agree
for
with that.
him to hide under the bed, and he made it there. If
I
you're
don't agree
mentally
with that. She
handicapped
shouldn't
to
have
a
let him
certain
in the
extent,
house. Did she not know it was right or wrong and the consequence for letting them in the house? As the mother said, you better not let them in. Did she know what the consequences was gonna be, or did you know what they saying about
Not
the
as a
little girl?
22-year-old
You
woman
know what
would.
they said about the little girl? She disrespects her mother. She don't care nothing about her mother. For whatever her mother was telling her and whatever the conversations were, she is totally disregarding her mother, even after she let's say allegedly protected her from this guy. And what you see in the comments is, wow, she's not even respecting her mother. And I hope she see what she did, that she got to go to the prison over something like that, because her daughter is not honoring anything that she did. She's online calling this man her baby. She love him. Forget my mama. F my mama. Man, get out of here. No, Josh, come on, Josh. You talk to the
Well,
wrong person.
with
You
that
need to
logic
address
though,
somebody else. 'Cause I ain't gonna entertain that. Mm-mm.
okay,
Mm-mm.
we're all open to our own opinions.
No, that's a fact. That is a fact. She knew exactly what she was doing. These children are not as dumb and as unintelligent as y'all make them out to be. And this is the reason why they do what they do, because they know that they have y'all all psychologically tricked.
I left my
One
house when I
thing,
was
one thing,
16. I'm
one thing
43
about
now.
a child, one thing about a child is they are very manipulative. And if you have a weak parent or a parent that can't see or that's naive and just think their kids are the world and they don't do no wrong, they can get past on you. If you can't tell the tones and the behaviors and the movement of your child and how they act and how they move and how they talk, when they fixtured all these different things as a parent, you should know these things because you used to be a child yourself, on top of your mama and your daddy dealing with you. And you need to take all of that experience and apply it to your own child, and say, you know what? I see the good. I see a little bit over here. We need to straighten this out. Okay, I got you right here. Been there, done that. You ain't getting past me with that. Okay, it's kind of like driving. I'm defensive driving. I'm making sure that this child that I got, I'm seeing everything. I'm not gonna block nothing out. I'm not gonna be, not hold you accountable. I'm not gonna be biased. You ain't my favorite child to the point where I'm gonna help you go to your grave or to the pen. I'm gonna make
Right.
sure I deal with you in this household accordingly, so you ain't got to end up in either one of them places. Like my daddy used to tell me, if you don't listen to me, you gonna listen to somebody.
I understand all that. My whole point to the observation is that and I left the house when I was 16. My mindset at 16 to 25 is a whole lot different. And I was fast when I was 16, out there doing what I needed to do
Josh,
to
did you say you was
survive.
fast?
Yes, I was. I lost my virginity when I was 11. I started smoking
Okay.
weed when I was 12. I dropped out of high school when I
Mhm.
was 14 and a half. I left my house when I was 16, hopping couches until I rented my own bedroom when I was 17, rented my own house when I was 18. The shit that I did at those times, I wasn't thinking about the future. I was living in the moment and what I knew. And my mom was a single parent that was also alcoholic, that also liked to do drugs, and my daddy won't there. And so there's things that I did without the foreknowledge of what my consequences were going to be. So holding a 13-year-old as responsible as two adults, even one that's mentally handicapped that found his own way over there and had the knowledge to at least be hesitant or hide under the bed, knew he was doing something wrong, which proves intent, or at least the knowledge that he was doing something wrong. So he's at least that far with it. So to hold a 13-year-old, I'm not saying give her a pass, but also you got to give her grace because of the circumstances that she was brought into. You can't pick your parents. It's the hardest thing for kids because you can't pick your parents. So out of the situation, I think the mom's definitely at fault, 1,000,000%, but it definitely, the little kid didn't shoot the guy. So to say that he or she deserved for him to get shot, no matter the circumstances, that all the fault lays on the mom. Then if I was going to lay it out in percentages, I'd give her 80%. I'd probably give him 15 and I'd give her 5. The little girl. But to hold her as the culpable or as much to blame as the other two parties involved is doing an injustice to me. And I'm not saying she should get a pass, but you got to look at the circumstance to me.
She don't get no pass.
Again, listen, everybody, thank y'all so much. And again, I really appreciate y'all being respectable in the chat. Again, y'all, this is not you said I give great vibes 98% of the blame. Here we go with this shit. Man, see, that's what I be talking about. Why your husband
Blame for
why your husband in the chat trolling me?
Oh, that's him.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, don't get it wrong. When you're the boss, you get 100% of the blame.
See,
He gets 100%.
I ain't no boss.
Well, who the other 2%? Wait a minute, who the other 2%?
I ain't know we got 2%ers walking around here. Shannon, Shannon, how you doing, y'all? We got about 20 more minutes left on this live. Shannon, how you doing?
I'm all right. I just wanted to, how y'all doing?
We just fine.
I want to ask a question because I've been in and out, still working from this morning. So it's saying that the little girl's mom wanted light bill money. He didn't have the money. It's a possibility she got angry, X, Y, and Z, and all this happened. So so it's out the window with the part that the mom was saying nobody better had better not be in my house. But at the same time, he hid under the bed. At the same time, we know the little girl hot as a firecracker and had the man in the house. So, which I'm kind of confused.
So the mama left that statement right there. She left some other verbiage out of that statement. Kanab, what did the mama say? When it better not be nobody inside my house. What did the daughter show investigators that her mama said in that text message?
I didn't see that.
Okay, I'm gonna pull that up now. The daughter. I mean, the mama also said, again, it's allegedly, with this bill money. Well, again, you can't tell me this the first time she got some money from him, or she tried to get some money from him.
Everybody wants some money, man.
It was in the sort that did you hear the video of the young lady, the friend or the family member dropped?
I heard the whole conversation when y'all said that part. I did click back on and heard that part that the friends say. So this my thing. So the mentally challenged boy, this little girl mama was getting money out of him before this last rip when he didn't have the money apparently.
Allegedly, yeah.
So it sounded like they saying he hid on the bed because he ain't had the money and he want to face her. Okay.
Well,
this sounds crazy. I'm not saying that it ain't possible, but it sounds weird due to the fact that it went from the woman supposed to been at work at first, then they had the neighbor who they interviewed. Remember the old man the other night? Okay, then
that he heard gunshots.
Yeah, he said more. It was just more than the gunshot part. He basically was not trying to make it look like this woman was wrong. It's always wrong when a death is involved. Don't get me wrong. Now it is.
Right.
It's dead wrong. If you can not kill, don't kill. Because I don't believe in killing. In the beginning, I thought this lady walked in and found this man in her house with her little fast 13-year-old daughter, and crashed out. But now it's sounding like things been changed up since the little girl, been doing some little high fast womanish things, which I'm quite sure she probably done smashed somebody her age too, not just all grown men. But if it is all grown men and they saying that the mama knew what she was doing, then it sounds like somebody was doing some things with their child. And I'm trying to figure out if people knew so much, why this one wasn't there reported? Because see where I'm from, you gonna get reported. I ain't gonna be till after the fact, after something terrible like this happened, and then now everybody can talk all about it.
How often do this happen? When something not to this magnitude, but when something bad happened, that's when people will start to come out and to say, hey, okay, this is what happened. Like, why you didn't say nothing 10 years ago? This happens all the time.
It does. It does, especially when it comes down to, I don't know what kind of words I can say and can't say. I don't want to say anything wrong. But when it comes down to stuff like similar to this, it's a lot of times things are not out and about and told. But 9 times out of 10, once upon a time, I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, you know, kids are afraid to tell when somebody doing them something. You know what I'm trying to say? That's a known fact. Now, anything else, I can't say known fact on people situations, but I do know when a child is being mistreated in that way, and it start off at an early age, it can go on for years without anyone knowing because they feel ashamed, they're afraid. You know what I'm saying? They could have been threatened that they can't say certain things. But this here look like she just doing this stuff on her own. Because if you can tell these authorities all this stuff that she done said and she said that day and that day, then why you, if you so since everybody feel like this little mindset is so you know, adult like, you know, and things, why you wasn't afraid to tell that your mom had you doing these kind of things if that is the case? That's what I'm saying. It's crazy because you ain't too scared to tell the people because now you mad because your boo thing, you know. So why, if things were happening wrong, if this lady was doing it or enticing it or whatever the case may be, why didn't she speak up? And you know what I'm saying? Why you ain't speak up since you got something? Why you ain't speak up? Because I think it's something that you was doing because that's what you like to do. And it might not be necessarily all mom got you doing it. It might be stuff that she just
Stockholm
likes to
syndrome.
do.
Well, this is why
Stockholm syndrome.
that, but also this is why I posed
When
the
you're
question.
raised in dysfunction, you think it's normal. You don't. It's what you grew up in. My question, and I already know the answer, is why the neighbors and the ops know everything, but they don't say anything. It's because you don't snitch.
That's true.
It's
You
the
know,
no snitch policy when you're in environments like that, and the distrust in police.
right.
It
It got to be
breeds
a
shit
whole
like
lot of
that.
people that don't care what I'm saying. Because, see, this is anonymous. They have anonymous tip lines for DFC and things when stuff like this taking place. And if you're 13, and if you're 13, what I'm trying to say, if you're 13 and you've been doing this for years, so this been going on since she was what? How old?
Well,
8, 9, 10, 11, what?
We
You
don't
can only speculate.
we don't know, not yet. But again,
You know,
the
Just like with this mental health.
right now the Memphis streets are talking, and when they talk, and
that's the average street anywhere, especially with our race. That's all they do is pop them gums. But
and right now Facebook it's lit right now because we got people over there on Facebook looking at a lot of stuff being transpired right now. But again, you know, it's a sad situation all the way around because I got to end the live because I got to get to my kids.
Okay.
It's all the way around is sad.
It is. It
you
is.
know,
Because I saw in a comment, did you see where someone say the sister said he's not mental? Somebody posted in this thing since if you know, everybody gonna believe what everybody say on social media. Somebody in your comment tonight said the sister said he's not mental.
Well, I read a comment. Somebody said that the sister said that he's not mentally 20.
Oh, it went fast. So that's what it's saying. Like saying he's not equipped. Well, a lot of men ain't equipped at 20, 21, 18, 25, you know. But I'm not saying he's not. Because again, I work for SPED. I know how I go. And they are highly, you know what, nature, you know, those kind. So he probably do go around and pop, you know, little ones.
She just threw that right on up in there. You know, a lot of men age, you know, they just threw
No,
that right on up
seriously,
in
not
there.
trying to throw shade on men, but you know you know what I'm saying.
Logic, thank you for dropping this big piece of shit on YouTube. YouTube got the biggest doo-doo. Like that right there, Logic. I don't know why I appreciate it. Thank you for dropping shit in the chat. Thank you. Listen, I want to give everybody that's watching, starting with Diana. God damn it, Diana. Thank you. 18,000 diamonds. Julia, Mimi, Queen Momo, Miss Tammy, Miss Coco, Randy, Queen Nia, Marshawn. Y'all ass for showing out tonight. Mona, Kiki, Red, Yvonne, Amber, Jeannie, Sunflower Seeds Without the Salt, Dee Dee, Upchurch, Queen T, Drika, Josh Mayer, Shannon, Kanai, Tamara, Vicky, Charcy, Kristen, and Misha and Kim. And for all the tappers, I really appreciate y'all. From Mona, that's a damn tapper. 38,000 taps by yourself, that's a tapper. Mona, thank you for 38,000 taps. Nikki, thank you all the way from Australia. Thank you for tapping almost 20,000 times. Diana, thank you for almost at 20,000. And BJ, thank you for almost at 15,000 taps. Anybody that's hit the heart me, sharing the live out, tapping the screen, anything that you have contributed towards this live coming up on the panel, I really appreciate you all. From TikTok to YouTube to Rumble to what's this? It's back over here. Twitch and also Kick. Thank y'all so much for being here. Before I drop everybody on the panel, is there anything y'all would like to say before we discontinue this live?
No.
Look at Kim. Look at Kim. We'll throw it at the end. Shannon, thank you so much. Josh, I really appreciate it. Kanai, thank you so much for gracing the platform with your presence. Thank you. Thank you so much. And hot sauce at the bottom.
Thanks for the gift.
The hot sauce, Sunflower. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Kiki, thank you for the 4 love you. Kim, thank you for the 2 love you. Let me tell you something about the chat. Y'all gonna go out there and do your homework. Y'all gonna go out there and y'all gonna dig some shit up. And I love that about you all. Even if we're wrong, y'all will correct us. And I really appreciate that. That's why a lot of things, or a lot of times when I talk, I say allegedly, allegedly. Cool, mama, thank you so much. I would say allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. So again, thank y'all for being here. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And y'all got to remember, you have to always keep God first and watch for your kids. Take them damn cell phones and tablets and bullshit away from your kids. This is one of the top 3 problems in our home. Y'all think y'all got to give these kids a cell phone at a young age? No, the fuck you don't. Well, I got to know my kids at all the time. Are you calling your child while your child at school? Well, I got to make sure you make it home safe. That's what the house phone is for. Teach your child how to be from point A to point B at a certain time. If they have to have a cell phone, only for emergency use only. Stop giving your child access to the same features that we have on our cell phones. The only thing they need to know is how to call your number and how to call 911. The parents' number, 911. They don't need all that other shit. Proof is right here in the pudding. Y'all over there on Facebook looking at a 13-year-old little girl showing her fucking body. And be the first ones to say, well, I got a good child. No, the fuck you don't. Call it like it is. My kids wasn't all that growing up before they got grown. Hell, I wasn't all that. But y'all want to paint a narrative as if that y'all kids are good so it can make you look good as a parent. Your kids will snitch on your ass by their behaviors. And stop saying that it's the new age kids. It's y'all new age parents. It's the mindset. You can't control these kids. You can't control your house. They want to blame it on the teachers and the guidance counselors and the prison. These schools ain't out here to raise your damn kid. Let me shut the fuck up. Listen. I gotta pee. Kiki, again, thank you. How many times have we had parents to come up and say, you know what, man, my bad. I fucked up as a parent. Look at my child. Man, that's all me. I failed as a parent because I was so worried about my own selfish needs, where I neglected my children. That's too much like right. We don't want to do that. We want the world to know that we are great parents. And y'all are pieces of shit. Y'all are shitty parents. I'm just thinking about a situation that we dealt with for almost 2 years, and Shannon said you can't beat them down because they put charges on you these days. Let me tell you something, Shannon. You know how many times I put pause on my kids, and I wish the authorities would step in. You're not going to find you can't count too many times where a man is disciplining his children, and somebody say, "Ooh, I'm gonna call 911." He'll come discipline your ass. Who the fuck you calling? Hell, belt to ass. I know, and this is from firsthand experience. Do y'all really think that 911 shit hurt? I mean, it really works. Depending on the officers that come to the house, they will look around, they will turn around, do what you got to do. We shouldn't even be. I don't even know why we here. Do what you got to do. Matter of fact, let me take this body cam off and just say it fell on the ground and it broke. Let me cut it off real quick. Kim said it happened to exactly right. It happened to me. Can I ask you something? Is it trespassing if the mother says no, but the daughter said yes? That's a good question. Because I'm not going to lie to you, but as we found out, allegedly, the mama is much to blame, just like the daughter. Allegedly, the mama set this whole thing up. Allegedly, okay? Allegedly. And as more news come out, more information come out, we just going to talk about it. But again, a lot of stuff we don't know. We don't know. All right? We don't know. Man, we don't know. Kiki, that's the 13th time you mentioned something about my head. I put some cocoa butter on it. Listen, if y'all want to catch the replay to this live, you can go either on YouTube, you can go on Rumble, you can go on Twitch, and you can go on Kick. You will catch all the replays over there. But listen, y'all, I'm asking y'all for y'all help. Can y'all, when y'all go back and watch these replays, can y'all subscribe to the channel and also join the membership? Okay? It's less than $5 a month. Join the membership. All right? Thank y'all so much for being here. I love all of you all. We'll be back here tomorrow. And again, I thank y'all for y'all participation. And don't forget, after the live tomorrow, we got a battle because of we got equipment that needs to be used. All right. So again, this platform is the best platform on this side of the Mississippi. So again, good night, y'all. Y'all sleep tight and make sure you take a bath in bug spray. All right. That's going to help out with your lip noise. It's your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win.
Yeah, that's routine. One little rub and you live in the dream. Then out of nowhere, surprise disguise. 2P comes out and the whole room cries. New look loading, what's next today? You never know what he's gonna display. Different headphones, always prepared. Different vibes for every moment shared. Music, research, or something brand new. He's got a setup for whatever he'll do.
But I cannot see, I'm legally blind.
Always digging deep, looking for answers that others might keep. Not